Okay, there we go. Well, that sucked. The first 2 minutes are fucking wasted. I didn't know that the whole thing fucked up. It should be fine now. I don't know what happened. I wasn't muted. It was a config. I updated my PC today, and I think StreamYard put it around. It should be fine now. You guys should be able to hear it now. Let me know if you guys can hear it. You gotta press that. Gotta press that one. Oh my god. Okay. I Sargon. I did Sargon. That's correct. Yes, I have to go now apply at Applebee's. Thank you, Joro. I appreciate your feedback. And would you like a table or a booth? Like did Ralph set up my shit? No. Windows updates, changes, settings. I didn't double check. That's my bad. So let me go back and kind of redo what I said. It was good too, which is unfortunate. So today is not at all what I wanted to talk about, right? I had come across this weird theory that apparently Stephen King is responsible for the death and assassination of John Lennon. Thought that would be interesting to talk about. But then, of course, something happened, something wild and amazing and dramatic and unlike anything we have seen on this platform, unlike anything that we had seen at all. You know, there's been YouTubers that have been shot and killed, tragically, but we've never had a YouTuber pull a gun on another YouTuber and fire off a warning shot. Now, the truth of the matter is, I don't know where this warning shot was fired. I've heard them talking and saying that it was in the ground. I did just ask Boogie to confirm that. He has not gotten back to me. I have asked Boogie if this is kayfabe. He says no. He says that this is legitimate. And Frank is not saying one thing or another. I think at this point it's possible that Frank is kind of enjoying this particular drama. This is going to elevate him to new heights. This actually puts him higher and further above Sam Hyde. He's a big $1 million Extreme fan. He's worked with them before. That's the kind of shit that he does. And this is going to put him higher than that. This was trending across Twitter. Mainstream media is now wanting to get involved. People are talking about it in a number of different areas. So the question then becomes, is it real? And was what Boogie did, if it is real, is that legal? And it's such a weird fucking reality to be in. But apparently, yeah, Shidoko, I would agree. It's Boogie time. You know, if Boogie would have, Mad Mac here, or Mac Mad says, if Boogie actually shot Frank, then they would have arrested Boogie on the spot, whether it was a legal shot or not. Police will arrest in self-defense shooting to find out what happened. Oh no, 100%. 100% they would have. What I'm talking about here was, is this something that was real or is it kayfabe? And I am honestly in the middle, to be fair. I'm 100% in the middle, and it all has to do with one element, and that is Keemstar himself. The involvement of Keemstar in the way that it's been done, especially that Storyfire video, just reminds me of everything that happened with Basherverse. It just reminds me of everything that happened with Basher and that entire shit show, and how we know that Keem orchestrated a lot of that drama as a way to just drum it up in order to benefit him and really benefit no one else. And in this situation, who wins from this particular middle ground perspective? Who wins? Is the winning Boogie? Maybe. Some might argue that Boogie now can argue that he's a badass, right? I mean, think about it. You've got a whole bunch of images coming out, like this one here, which I'm not going to lie. I kind of love it. You know, Frank is giving Boogie the middle finger. Boogie's just standing there holding a gun. I can't quite tell if there's decent trigger discipline. I'm going to argue probably not. Wearing a 4X Tomb Raider t-shirt. I do like the t-shirt, by the way. No shoes. Wielding a gun, no shoes. Come on, Boogie. Get your shoes. Get your shoes on, man. Frank here going to Boogie's house, saying that he owns it. It all kind of feels like it's a massive, massive setup. And one of the interesting things too that someone pulled out was this old tweet from Boogie from 2014 saying, "I read Stephen King's Rage as a child. I played Mortal Kombat as a child. I'd sooner put a gun in my mouth than point it at another soul." Now, it's amazing what 6 years on the internet can do to you. All right, let's all be fair. It fucks with you all the time. But that particular tweet, December 15th, 2014, was at the height of Gamergate. So that's precisely what he was referring to at that particular point in time. But here we have it nearly 6 years later. And he is, in fact, pointing a gun that he apparently doesn't own at a person who is tormenting him and harassing him. I'm just saying. Yeah, okay, fine. MacMad says bad finger discipline. Yeah, I agree. He's got, he's not his gun, apparently. It's his roommate's gun or something. I don't know. Now, when I talk about the idea of this whole thing being real, I did look it up in the police blotter. All right, I did look it up that there was a call for a shooting description today. All right, and then this is the address that they associated it with. You can find, his address if you're looking for it, but I'm not going to sit there and put his address out there. But that is Boogie's house. And no, that's not Boogie's house, but it's like the next house. I just realized I grabbed the wrong house, but it is right next to it. Or that might be it. I don't know. On the other side or something. It is the house. That's the address he gave me. But they did go out there. They did talk to them. And there's actually been some recordings of this. I guess Boogie was recording. He put it out. He gave it to Keemstar. Keemstar did not put it in his video. I don't know why. Because it's compelling enough. But he ended it on an interesting note where Frank calls Boogie. He cut it before Frank calls Boogie the N-word. And then also didn't include Boogie talking to the authorities, which I find to be, again, a little bit on the suspicious side. And I only say that because it's like, that's compelling footage. You have Frank dropping the N-bomb. So at this point, you are protecting Frank by not putting that in there. Maybe he is trying to sow the division between people. Maybe he is trying to get people to question which side to be on. Are you team Boogie? Are you team Frank? The likelihood of it being, 50-50 seems to make a fair amount of sense. The likelihood of it being a situation that's going to divide the different fan bases. Those who come across this are going to think, well, Boogie shouldn't have pulled a gun. Frank shouldn't have been there. I mean, let's be realistic here. Everyone involved in this situation has made very poor choices. But a lot of people are actually thinking that Boogie should have just shot and killed Frank, that he shouldn't have hesitated, that if he felt threatened, he should have just unloaded the gun into him. People are saying that because of Frank's actions. Now, I see Joro here says, there is no reason to have the gun out immediately. Well, in a conversation the night before, so last night, you can hear Frank say to Boogie, I'm going to come to your house. I think around 5 times. And he's threatened to rape him. He's threatened to kill him. He's threatened to do all of these things. So Boogie doesn't know. And again, we're running on the idea here that this is real. We're running on the idea that this is not kayfabe. So here, I'm going to play for you guys the video clip. The 5 minutes or 4 minutes that Keemstar put together. And I have concerns with how it's put together because this is why I think it's produced. And this is why I can't help but think that parts of it are kind of fake. I don't know. But here, let's watch this. And I want to hear your guys' take afterward.
Come on, you fucking pussy. What's the deal? Where's the gun at, you fat... Open fire! Open fire!
Hey, Sam, this doesn't have to, Cameron, this doesn't have to go down this way, buddy.
You're a fat pussy.
Yeah.
You won't even open the door?
Oh, I will.
And then what, you're gonna shoot me?
No, I'm thinking my roommate will.
You're gonna kill me?
I guess so, buddy. Just give me a second to get my dog wrangled.
You're a fucking pussy, dude.
Oh, hold on. I'll show you pussy, bud. He's the air guy.
Look at the evening air.
Yeah. Hey, you mind grabbing my dog?
Oh, come here. Come here.
You ready?
Well, I thought you wanted this here. Yeah, open fire on the guy standing at your door. That sounds like a really smart decision.
Buddy, you threatened my life.
You're fucking mentally retarded.
1 second, buddy. Sammy, up. I want to make sure my dog's protected.
Come here.
Sammy, up. Come here. Come here. Sammy, up. Come here. 1 second, bud. Yeah, I am. Protecting my dog, bud. Yes, sir. Okay. Is it cocked and ready? Let's just pull the trigger.
Yeah, on three, pull the trigger.
Okay. Is this what I have to do? I'm asking you to leave,
You
Sam.
fat fucking.
I'm asking you to leave, Sam.
Oh my god.
I'm asking you
Is
to
this
leave.
real?
Yes.
Is this guy gonna kill me?
Yes. He's here to look at the air conditioner, Sam. Is this what I have to
You're
do?
a fucking.
Is this what I
Are
have
you
to
gonna
do?
shoot me in your doorway?
Yes.
You're fucking deranged.
I'm asking you to leave. This is my home. You are not welcome here. You have threatened my life. I'm asking you to leave. In about 30 seconds, I'm going to fire a warning shot. And the second will
Fire it now.
Okay.
Fire the warning shot now.
Is this what we have to do? I'm asking you to leave, Sam.
Sam?
Cameron, I don't know your fucking name. I'm asking you to leave. I'm asking you to leave, man. Please don't make me do this. Please don't make me do
Will
this.
you just leave his property so I can leave?
Why's this guy got a gun?
I'm just here looking at
Because
air
I
conditioners.
feel threatened.
This guy's about to kill somebody right in front of
Yes.
you.
Why are you
I'll,
on his property?
I'll
then?
shoot to wound. I promise you that.
If you're gonna shoot the wound, you should shoot yourself.
No, I plan to shoot you, bud. I'm asking
Right
you
here.
to leave.
Right here.
Okay?
Right here.
Okay. I'm asking you to
You
leave.
pointing your gun at me?
Yes. You are on my property. You've threatened my life.
You are a fat.
Castle doctrine.
You're a fat. Castle doctrine means I get to take you inside and fuck you.
Okay. Sam, please don't make me do
Who's
this.
Sam?
I don't know. I don't know.
Regardless, the cops are coming.
Okay.
So you need
Have
to
a good
leave
one.
the property.
Hey, leave the property. Go.
Fuck yourself, nigger.
Go. What the fuck? That's the language you use? Keep walking, pussy. Keep walking.
Okay, so I was wrong. They just cut out the N-word, which is fine. I get it. I get why Keemstar did it. I get why he did it. But did you listen to how it was edited? There was music. It was cut together using Boogie's footage as well as the doorbell footage. It was decently edited together. It was edited together in a way to build tension while you were watching. This was a produced package. Something you would see on a reality TV show. Something you would see on $1 Million Extreme. Something you would see when it's something somebody wants you to see. I can't help but ask myself if it was fake. Because everything in my gut is telling me that it was fake. Everything I know about video production and the internet and everything else is telling me that it is fake. But I don't know. I'm not going to rush to judgment and say they're lying. But if you start really looking at it through the Occam's razor perspective, you can kind of see it that way. So let's put it like this. Let's run down this theory. It's a theory. That's all it is a theory. Shidoko, I agree. We do need the raw footage. It's, for one, okay. Boogie calls him Sam and then says Cameron, I don't know. And then but he does it twice. So Sam is who he thought it was. I don't know. That seemed a little bit weird to me. Like he was forgetting his lines. It sounded like forced intimidation towards the end after the shot was fired. There was, he knew that Frank was in town. He had a witness on hand, a guy who was just there to look at air conditioners. I want to know more about that. The music and the way it was edited together is the biggest thing for me at this point. We don't see Boogie get the gun. We don't see Boogie holding the gun in any of the footage. We only see Boogie holding the gun from Frank's perspective and only in screenshots released from the GoPro footage. And I'm sure that his side of the GoPro footage will in fact be released. But you figure today when it's at its height, you figure today when it's all across the internet, mainstream media is getting involved and they're talking about it, that Frank would not want to miss out on capitalizing on the situation by releasing his side of the footage. Their conversation with Keemstar last night in that interview, and Keem doing what he does by sipping a Red Bull and looking around, oh my God, guys, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening, absolutely makes me feel like the whole thing was staged, because it's almost too perfect. Again, I could be wrong. And I hope I am wrong, to be honest with you. I hope it's not kayfabe. I hope it's not fake. I do hope that it's real, because I don't want to believe that Boogie would be so desperate in this particular situation where he finds himself right now to run through this particular gamut. And I also want to go back to last night when he was posting that video on Twitter right after the interview, where he was like, I'm going to end it. I'm going to end you. Come to my property. I'm going to take you out. And it was just this weird, like he goes, because one point he goes, I don't care if this ends what's left of my YouTube career. And I'm like, what kind of line is that? And I know he talks about his YouTube career all the time. And I've known Boogie for 6 years and I really like Boogie, which is why I don't want this to be fake, because I do know him and I do like him quite a bit. But when I think about the little lines of dialogue, the turns of phrase, the way things are put together, the way things are formatted, the way the story is being told, what is present versus what isn't present, all of these other things that go into it. And I just can't help but think to myself that something about this is fundamentally off, because it almost feels too perfect. And that is not something that you get on the internet without it being absolutely bullshit. So it's a weird thing. Joro says, did anything happen after with the cops? I don't know, man. I don't know. All he says is that it's a criminal that the cops are investigating. So, and I thought I heard them say in the extended recording that Keemstar didn't play that Boogie fired the shot into the ground. It's not going to change anything. Real quick, I'm going to post the StreamYard link. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on this one. There's a link right there. Come on in. But real quick, before we take a look at that, let's see. I did pull up the Arkansas Castle Doctrine that talks about what it is essentially. Now, it says that the Castle Doctrine in Arkansas allows the use of deadly force to defend oneself, their home, and others on the property if they feel that they are about to be severely harmed or killed. It may also be used if the person believes that a felony is about to be committed. Now, many people I've seen arguing this concept that, well, Frank's just trolling. None of it matters. Frank's just trolling. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. But does Boogie know that? Let's again run on the option, the idea that this is real, that this isn't kayfabe, that this is real. Boogie doesn't know what Frank will do. If Boogie is as mentally ill as he claims to be, he may not then be thinking about that. He may not then be thinking all about everything that's going on. Is this just going to be, he may not understand $1 Million Extreme and the kind of shit that they do. And I remember Desert Beagle from Gamergate, who was just viciously trolling Brianna Wu for months. So much so that at one point he even like wrecked his Prius, and he did a video where he was kicking the Prius and screaming, "I was on my way to Brianna Wu. I was on my way to Brianna Wu." And he put the video out, and he made her think, or at least she was able to argue at that point in time, that he was coming to her. And so that kind of trolling is not uncommon with this type of entertainment. And then I ask myself as well, how bad is Boogie's YouTube career going? How bad are things for him? And did he get approached by someone who may or may not be gnome gender with an idea about running an op, running a kayfabe, running a prank that would elevate everybody's status? It would cause drama during a downtime as we're going right in to the last quarter of the year, which is the highest ad revenue quarter, that it would create a lot of controversy, that it would get a lot of attention, and that a lot of people would be talking about it for a long time. When I start to look at this from how it benefits a YouTuber's perspective, this is where I start to really question things. And so I'm going to open it up to you guys. We got a couple people in the chat right now. We're going to start off with Anthony.
Hey,
What's
how
going
you
on,
doing?
Anthony?
How you doing? How you doing, Matt? How you doing?
I'm alive.
I'm alive too.
So, okay. Have you been paying attention to anything I've been talking about?
Yes, it's very sad.
Okay. So what do you think?
OMG, it started like a horror movie.
It did. But did it seem odd to you at all? Did it seem forced at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. So you think the whole thing is real?
I don't know. I don't think the whole. He's a good man.
You think Boogie's a good guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know Boogie. I like him quite a bit. So, but well, fine. Let me ask you this, because I know you're not really into this side of the internet, Anthony.
Mm-mm.
I know that. What would you do if somebody came to your house after threatening you for months and months and months and months and months?
I would call the cops.
Would you at any point in time feel the need to pull out a gun or a weapon of some kind?
No, if my family feels threatened.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, but what would be your ideal of being threatened? What do you think would cause that?
I tell them I'm gonna warn them to the count of 3. You better get out. You better leave, or else I'm calling the cops. And after that 3, I'm gonna call the cops, because I was in situations like these.
Okay. What now? You being in those kind of situations before, they didn't have any kind of negative, violent ending, right?
No,
Okay.
no, it did not.
Would you ever pull out I guess, do you think it was right for him to fire a gun?
No, absolutely not. It was not right. Because New York is, in my neck of the woods, New York is still illegal to point a gun. But in Pennsylvania, there's a right you can have a gun in Pennsylvania.
Okay, well, yeah, but they're in Arkansas, which I'm not too sure. Like they're in Arkansas. So in this particular case, Frank, the guy who was shot at, drove from multiple states away in order to do this, right? So, I mean, that right there, like, you have to ask yourself, like, is this a situation where there might be the need to act, to respond with physical action, because you don't know what to expect?
I mean, if it's person who threatened me, I would threaten back. It's my family, you know. If it's more my mom and my stepdad being pointed at the gun, I'll be pissed off. I will retaliate if my family members or my loved ones get threatened.
Okay, but so in this particular situation, would you be on Boogie's side or Frank's side?
I'll be on Boogie's side.
Okay. A lot of people are. A lot of people are. They've been rallying around him. There's been, again, like I am being skeptical because I'm skeptical by nature. And the way that things are being presented to me feel manufactured.
Mm-hmm.
But that could also just be the person who is presenting the things, not the two people that are involved. Because when you look at reality television, nothing on TV you ever see
I watch
is
a lot
real.
of reality TV. My stepdad watches a lot of TV.
But you know it's not real, right? It's like wrestling. It's all fake.
Like wrestling.
It's all fake.
Like wrestling.
Yeah. It's all performance. Like it's like they try to elicit a performance out of the people, but then they edit it to be a certain way. They have writers. They have them redo certain pieces of dialogue a certain way in order to push the story. Professional wrestling is very similar. And that, again, people like to believe that it's real because of that suspension of disbelief, which is why in this particular case, given the people that are involved and the penchant that they have for putting out manufactured content, I can't help but ask those questions. And so far, I've seen really no one else ask those questions. So I might be alone on that front. But I am curious, as always, I'm kind of curious to know. 8 Speech here, who is also behind.
Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man.
Keep Anthony on as co-host.
Thank
you. I'll tell you what we'll do. You know what? Because he's the next person in line. We'll bring him on, and you guys can chit chat for a second. And this ought to be absolutely a derailment of what I'm trying to do. But you know what? You got it. Oh, this ought to be interesting. Okay, so 8 Speech, are you there?
I'm absolutely here, and I'm ecstatic for today.
You're ecstatic for today. Okay.
Yeah, I love this wild, crazy conspiracy theory. You're like Godwinson today. Keem, he produced the video, he edited it together, he put together the music. I love this theory you've got going on.
Well, there's a difference, though, is I'm coming at this not from like some weird Godwinson tier conspiracy, because he just likes to pull from the ether, and like make things up a little bit.
I remember fucking Knoxville 2.0, Matt. It happened. It was real in my mind.
Well,
he was there with the briefcase.
It's like some bad comic book movie.
It is, yep. Anthony. It's like bad television's what it is. Welcome to this side of the internet.
Well, I actually have a theory relating to comic books. So you've read Spider-Man, and he gets his power from a radioactive spider.
Yeah.
My theory is that Frank Hassel and Boogie and Ralph, they get their power from the lipids. Like they're fat, it enters their brain, and it makes their shit all retarded, and it mutates their mind.
Wow.
Oh my God. Okay, OMG. So that's a hell of a theory. That's a hell of a thing to okay.
Yeah, there was also another thing. There was the full video. I think it will be released I think Boogie's probably released it already, because there's no reason for him to cut it, right?
No, well, he hasn't released it publicly, but he's released it to Keemstar and a few other people. Wow. I only saw it. I only saw the extended cut because I happened to be I tuned in to someone like stream sniping Ethan Ralph tonight. So, I feel terrible.
Wow.
And I happened to as I was prepping this, they were getting ready to talk about it, and then Ralph was like, "I got this exclusive footage," and I'm like, "I've already seen this," and then but he had the extra, but he had the non-produced version that had the extra minute at the end of it that had them talking to the cops.
Wow.
So there was a lot there that was extra. That's
why I don't subscribe to Ethan Ralph, unfortunately. I don't subscribe to him.
Well, no, it's not unfortunately, Anthony. You're clearly better off, man. Trust me.
Because you know who's my biggest fan? John Campia's wife, Ann. She's the biggest fan of mine.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Put a pin in that one, because I'm going to want to circle back to that on another time.
Okay,
when it comes to conspiracy theories, Matt, do you really think it was staged, or?
Look, man, I don't know. I don't want it to be honest with you. Right? I don't want it to be. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Here, okay, fine. Fine. Here's the thing. I've watched Frank Hassel as well. That kind of shit's cringe in my opinion. I'm not a fan of that kind of content. I find it to be just it's stupid in my opinion. But clearly people out there like it. I don't find Sam Hyde funny. I don't find $1 Million Extreme funny. I just don't. But that's just me. However,
I used to be the same way.
but however, if Boogie is not a player in this, then he is definitely the mark.
Wow.
And then definitely what happened yesterday and today was then manufactured by 2 other individuals.
Wow.
Like I said,
Wow.
a person who may or may not identify as a gnome and Hassel. Because there's some shit about this that just is too fucking weird for me.
Wow.
Because when you listen to that interview between them last night, and Keem's like, okay, why do you not like Boogie? And he's like, oh, a friend of mine said that like you got his channel taken down. And that's why he did it. But there's like no evidence to back that up. Now, there was the Sam and Tolkien subreddit that went down, and that people do believe that Boogie had something to do with. He's, I think, denied it. But those guys were A-logging him harder than Kiwi Farms A-logs Ralph. And then you've also got Frank's own YouTube channel got taken down, and he does believe that Boogie did that. And again, I have no idea. I clearly disavow.
His channel has been smited from the gods.
Yes, has been, yeah.
Just in one stroke.
Yeah.
3 strikes.
It's been like
instantly.
snap, like Thanos did.
Thanos.
Yeah, sure. There, yeah, all right, fine, man. All right, fine. Snapped him.
I fucking Sam Hyde stuff. Like, the first time I ever watched the TEDx video, it made me cringe so badly. I couldn't watch it. And then, like, I came back to it at some point. I don't know why. And I was like, this actually isn't so bad. There's like an art to it. He's breaking social conventions. And of course, that's going to make you cringe, because in order to not break social conventions, you need to know what those conventions are in the first place. And if you see somebody breaking them, it's going to make you cringe as if you did that thing. And that's what I think. I think it's perfectly understandable to think that, like, Frank Hassel can't do this shit for real. Especially since when he was talking through the door, it seemed kind of weird. But I think that's just like your cringe senses go off and you're like, this couldn't possibly be real. There's no way. But he's larger than life.
And that's possible. And that's possible. Right? Like, I think it's possible that that they were tormenting Boogie for a long time and they kind of pushed him to this level. That's a possibility as well.
I think Boogie might actually be unhinged. Yeah.
You think Boogie might what?
I think he might. I don't think he's unhinged, but I don't think he's as together as everybody else.
No, I don't think he's unhinged. I think if he was unhinged, Frank would have been dead. If
Nice.
And that's true. I think because he walks out and look, dude, there's this fucking here we go. Look, I made this today after the news broke.
Wow. I saw that, Matt.
This was mine, my little contribution.
Aim.
Yeah, I didn't do that one. I did do stay the fuck back. I didn't do I should have done aim. But he walks out and he's holding the fucking gun, right? Or just like here, he's opening the door. It's casual. His arm, his left hand or his right arm is on the door frame. He's got a very casual demeanor about him. Okay. He's not pointing the gun at Frank, but he's got it at hip level. So he's just kind of raising it like it's casual, like one of those fucking detective movies, where like the bad guys pull out the guns and it just kind of sits at their hip. Right. Like
this is his fast draw.
Yeah. I'm looking at this from the perspective of like, okay, this he's got a gun, but his body language to me is casual.
Wow.
It's very casual body language. It's not rigid. It's not tense.
Wow. Just like a Stephen J. Cannell show.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who used to write A-Team, Wise Guy, Commish.
Sure.
I sent you a thing on Discord. That's a Boogie.
Okay. No, Boogie doesn't live in Texas. Hold on. Okay. Look, I have all the freaking filters turned off on chat, so but YouTube is still going to be YouTube. So
it's just YouTube.
You can't really like argue against that. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. I did see that one. I did see that earlier. Actually, I think I have that saved. Let me see if I can bring that up here. Partner. Somebody made this. This was hysterical. Here, okay, John, if you DM me that footage of Trump's campaign manager, we'll take a look at it later on.
Oh no!
There we go.
Wow.
So somebody made this. Boogie Wick.
My favorite is the Half-Life one.
Oh, I've seen that one too.
Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I wear 3XL, Matt. I wear 3XL to wear my shirts. I used to wear 2XL.
Well, that's good you lost weight. That's good you've lost weight, Anthony.
Thank you. I'm
all
40
right.
pounds
Good
lighter.
job, Anthony.
Good, man. Good. My
man.
gym finally opens up here very
Me
very
too.
close to me soon, so
Me
I
too.
can
Still
do
waiting for the movie theaters to open up.
that. Very soon. Let's see
What about
here.
the castle doctrine?
The castle doctrine basically says so. Arkansas is a no retreat state, meaning like you're not ordered to retreat. If you feel your life is in danger, you can in fact open fire.
But I thought he had a duty to retreat.
No. He doesn't have a duty to retreat in Arkansas.
But it's Arkansas, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have a duty to retreat.
Wow.
He can straight. You come on his property, he can shoot you. He could have shot if he felt his life was in danger, and given everything that Frank had said to him last night, the few months ago leading into this situation, he could have made a
Slim
very
Anthony,
valid argument.
Thank you, yours, MC Slim Anthony. That's my nickname. I used to get that in high school. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna move on. We're gonna bring in.
But wait, for the sake of argument, Matt, if you come at me in a public situation and I had to defend myself outside your home, I'm watching you through your window. But if I have to shoot through your air conditioning service, man, to defend myself, and it's 2 a.m. and it's a self-defense situation, keep in mind, I'm not going to be happy about the devastation, but I will be happy that I've defended my own life.
Well, yeah, the air conditioning guy situation was like, that was weird to me. That was really weird to me because the guy was like, can I just go?
I saw that, Matt. I saw it on your Facebook.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? That guy
It's
is
just collateral damage.
yeah, it's all like you gotta. He's like, hey
Yeah.
man, I just came out to fix your AC. Ah, shit. So
I can't believe Boogie lives in a place called Fatty.
I'm sorry, you can't believe what?
That Boogie lives in a place called Fatty. I know it's pronounced like, what is it, Faith or something?
Fayette,
But it looks like
Fayetteville. Well,
it looks like Fatey. Fateyville.
what's this?
He's a big bumbling fatty.
Let's see.
Adios,
All right.
Anthony.
All right, I'll
You
s-
do some show.
All right, Anthony. I'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming on in, buddy. All
Love you,
right.
Anthony.
Hey, Speech. I'm gonna move on, man. Thank you for coming on by. We'll
don't
get
get
you
it,
on again
Tiffany.
later on. All right.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that.
All right. I get to do whatever the fuck I want. All right, Matt. I saw you asking.
Oh, hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. You're a little loud.
Oh, sorry. Is there a way I can turn myself down?
No, you sound better now. Just don't, I guess, yell into the microphone.
I'll talk low. So I carry a gun quite frequently, legally, of course. I'm not in Arkansas, but I'm in a state with very tight gun laws. So I think there's some confusion. I'm just going to go off that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Oh, real quick. Boogie just got back to me. I thought they said they fired the warning shot into the ground. He didn't.
Yes.
He fired it up and west out of town into the woods.
That's horrifying.
God damn it.
Yeah. So I'm going to first just talk about this.
Yeah. Hold on. You are like really. Are you on a cell phone right now?
Nope. I'm on a speaker. Maybe my mic's bad. Is this better?
A little bit. Yeah. You're breaking up. I think if you move, it breaks up.
Okay. I'll try to sit still. Is this all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just to clear some things up with Arkansas, there's a difference between the castle doctrine and stand your ground. Surprisingly, Arkansas does not have a stand your ground law, which means you have a duty to retreat.
Okay.
That means that if someone tries to attack you, you have to actually try to get away until you can't, and then you actually can use the deadly force laws and use self-defense. So that's something people were saying that there was a stand your ground. There was not
Okay.
in Arkansas, which I'm surprised about. But as far as the castle doctrine goes, you can use deadly force to defend yourself in your home. I think you brought this law up already.
Yeah.
But you have to. But there's two things. You have to actually think you're going to be severely harmed or killed, or a felony is going to be committed. In this situation, no jury is going to side with Boogie because what's his name? Frank, he was being an ass. He was technically trespassing because he was asked to leave, but he was not kicking the door down. He was not actually an immediate threat. So firing the gun is probably the issue. Brandishing it is one thing, maybe just because he was trespassing to actually get him to leave, but actually firing it is the problem. And also, when he was on Keemstar's thing, saying that stream where they were talking, and he said, "Hey, don't come over." There was a part at the end where he was actually baiting Frank and says, "Oh, come on down." He was baiting him to actually come over so we can shoot him, which is a bad idea.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's why I'm saying this whole thing feels.
fake,
It feels like it's kayfabe. Yeah. But, oh my god, that's so loud in my ears. Oh my god.
I'm starting to side with you that it's not real, because when you played the footage, and we didn't see the footage, but we heard the gun go off. That revolver looked to me to be a 38, and that sound did not match the caliber. It sounded more like that was a 22. A 38's quite loud, especially if he's recording it, on his person. So this seems fake to me.
Well, yeah. So I'm talking to Boogie just DM'd me again, and he said like he fired up and to the left, right?
Yeah.
And so, like I think I'm trying to make sure like I'm looking at his house. I think I have his right address here, but looking at the satellite view. Let me see if I can. Oh, I hate Google fucking Maps for trying to bring up satellite view. Okay. Let me just see here. So he says he's firing up towards the woods. Now, the problem with this, and I will bring up. Well, hold on. Let me just. I don't. Okay. Well, fuck. I can't do it. I wanted to. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to like do some Photoshop and bring it up here. Okay. Up and to the left. He says up and to the west. That's what he told me. It's up and to the west. Right, west of Fayetteville. So what he's referring to, I believe, is the Clobber Creek Trail corridor, is what I think he's referring to here. Looking at Google Maps, because if even like when you zoom out, like it's just all like there's not a lot of, I think that's what he's referring to with the woods. But like if you look past the corridor, there is a whole fucking neighborhood over there.
So in his slight defense, even though there's a whole neighborhood over there, whatever he shot out of a revolver is not going to make it over there, probably, unless he shoots it straight up and some weird stuff happens. But I'm more concerned with if that's his house on the marker, he has immediate neighbors across the street. You can't do that. If you're discharging a weapon, especially in a residential area, you have to have a reason that someone's going to kill you. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a warning shot.
No, I get that. I get that entirely. What kind of irks me about it is, like there's people that are right there. And again, this is just going off of what's on the police blotter. Mm-hmm. It looks like his house. I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sure someone will correct me. I did this very, very, very quick. But the way that I look at it is if it's okay, for one, if they have all the footage of everything else, where the fuck is the footage of the gun going off?
I agree.
Where the fuck is the doorbell footage for that? If you're going to release the audio of it, if you're going to have your phone in your pocket recording, where's the doorbell footage? That again, like the little things here that are pushing me towards that idea of it not being real are just the little details. And I understand like the devil is in the details. I understand all that shit. And I saw someone say something like, bring someone on to fucking take your, to attack your shit take. Well, dude, the link is in the video description. If you want to, I don't know what the take is that you want to criticize, but by all fucking means, come on in and criticize my take. There's a link right there. It's open. You can do it. It's like, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Like I'm not a lawyer. I live in Washington. We have different gun laws here.
Yeah. I'm starting to side with you that this isn't real. And it does annoy me that each state has different self-defense laws because it gets really complicated and stupid. And really, ultimately, it's up to a jury.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
Boogie's in the backstage, so I'm gonna let you go. All right. Okay. All right, man. All right. Thanks for coming on, man. All right, Boogie, is that you?
Yeah. Can you hear
what's
me?
up, man? Yeah. Listen, I don't know if you're paying attention or not. I'm talking through this
I'm
thing.
going to be very short because I've had a very long day.
Yeah, I'm just talking it through, man. No,
you need to stop. propagating that this is fake.
Okay.
You need to stop considering that idea. I do not think very little of you, but you must think very fucking little of me to think that I would fake something like this.
I'm not. It's not that I think little
Don't even.
of you.
You shouldn't even be talking about that, Matt. You shouldn't even be talking about that. There's a 0% chance that I'm such a worthless piece of shit that I would fake something like this. There's a 0% chance that anyone I fucking know. I don't even think Onision would fake something like this.
Well,
okay?
I actually
You must think so fucking little of me. You must think so fucking little of me. You must think so fucking little of me.
Boogie, I don't think little of you. I don't, not at all. That's
Then do
why
not
I like
accuse me. Do not.
I'm not
accuse me of
accusing.
faking something like this.
But when I approach these subjects, when I approach them from multiple angles, I ask myself every available question that I possibly can. I ask myself.
You're encouraging a lot of other people to think it's fake, and this is my fucking life.
Okay,
this is my fucking life.
Okay, I apologize.
Check the police blotter. Check the police blotter.
I did look at the police blotter.
Do you think the police are going to lie for me, Matt?
No, I don't know what the police. All I saw was that they responded to a call.
It says shooting, Matt. It says shooting.
And that's why I was asking.
There was a shooting.
Yes, and that's why I was asking if it was.
Because there was a shooting, Matt. It says shooting. You think the cops are going to lie for me, Matt? It says shooting because there was a fucking shooting.
I never said that there wasn't a shot fired. I'm not disagreeing with that notion.
None of this is fake.
Okay.
This is my fucking life. That man is a sociopath. He came here to do me harm. I fired a gun in self-defense. That's the reality. I don't know why the fuck you want to pretend it's fake. I don't know why the fuck you want to propagate the idea, but do not do that. This is my life.
I understand that. I get that.
This is my life.
But when we talk about
a real person.
I know you are. I've met you multiple times.
I am a real person. This is my life.
I've met you multiple times.
I've had a
very
long day. And you invite me to this live stream. I click on the link to listen to it, and I have to listen to you accuse me of being such a low piece of shit that you think I would fake something like that. You shouldn't ask questions like this. Hey, do you fuck your own mother? That's a question I could ask.
No.
Do you molest children, Matt? That's a question I could ask.
No.
But I would never think so little of you.
I would never think so little
of you. So do not think so little of me to think that I would fake something like that. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. You are disgusting. I can't believe that I have backed you so many times. I can't believe I have supported you so many times, and that you sit here and accuse me of faking something.
I'm not. I was actually, what I was getting to was like, I was wondering if there was going to be a setup.
Were you not aware that I've been listening for the last 5 minutes?
And I'm sure you have been, but I also was asking a question earlier that the train of thought was like, okay, what I'm wondering here is, were you set up? Was there a play? Because the other players involved are involved in deep levels of trolling and manufacturing drama for a multitude of reasons. So when I look at the people that are involved, especially Keemstar being involved, and I know exactly what he's done to other people, and I'm wondering, were you played, or I'm wondering if you were involved, and you are denying that. So cool. I appreciate that. But when I'm talking about the being played aspect of it, there is something about this that, to me, as an objective based individual who views everything as much as I possibly can, that something about this feels off.
Well, here's
I don't know what it is.
Truth. Here's the objective fucking truth. Okay?
Okay.
3 months ago, this sociopath decided I was his new target so that he could gain clout by trying to destroy me and destroy my life. Okay? He apparently was posting on that shitty little subreddit and was reading that every day and believes that I must be a child molester, believes that I must be a liar, believes that I'm some sort of womanizer, believes that I abused my ex-wife. Okay? And decided to make a
I don't believe any of those things.
Well, but he does. Clearly he does. That's what he said on Keemstar's podcast last night. Okay? He believes that I got his YouTube channel shut down. He thinks I'm you.
I never got anyone's channel shut down.
No, you had videos taken down, which I would never.
No, I never. No videos had. Like, I flagged them. Yes, videos went down. No.
Well, I never flagged his channel. I never fucking touched his channel. I have nothing to do with his channel, but he's convinced otherwise. So for weeks now, he's posted on his Twitter every day, there will be a reckoning. You will pay. I'm coming to you. And then Saturday night, he showed up in my hometown and took a photo on Dixon Street, 3.4 miles from my home, and tagged me in it and said, I'm here in your town, you fucking pussy. And I made it abundantly clear that if he came here, I would use self-defense, as I'm entitled to do. And when he came here today, I used self-defense. Now, I get that you might think there are masterminds behind this, that there's some sort of magic fucking voodoo bullshit. Just because you're so low that you might fake shit like this, just because you're so low that you might lie about shit like this,
I would
does
never
not
lie
mean the
about
rest of
this.
us are. Does
And
not mean the rest of us are.
Fine.
Do not project that shit onto me.
I'm not projecting it onto you. I'm asking a question, and the more I look at it,
I get that. I get that you're low enough to fake something like this. I get that. I'm not.
Boogie, I'm not. For one, I have a job. I wouldn't fake anything like this for anything. I'm asking a question based upon something that is now a nationally trending news story, and I'm asking questions about it. So thank you for your time. I do really appreciate that. It's not that my attempt here is not to slander you or propagate bullshit. I'm literally just talking this thing through my own mind because that's the way that I think. So
and by the way, you're pointing northwest. When I told you I fired west, I fired up into a tree to the west.
You said, okay.
Direct west, up into the west, direct and west. Up, as in the direction up, not north, Matt. Up.
Okay, I misread that statement then. I apologize. I misread it.
And if you look directly west, if a bullet traveled even just 500 yards, it turns in it. There is another neighborhood on the other side, but after that neighborhood, it's trees and fields and the rare few houses. And we know now, because it doesn't take how many hours do you think it takes for a bullet to land in a situation like that?
Not long.
We know it didn't come down on anybody's property, and we know it didn't come down on anybody because the police have never reported that. It's not in the blotter.
Well, that's good.
So nobody got hurt.
That's good.
I did, in fact, talk with the cops about this. They said, you're not supposed to fire a warning shot. They said I should have fired at him if I was going to pull the trigger. And they said I shouldn't have answered the door. They said I should have just stayed indoors and called them.
I agree.
That's what I'll do next time that he's here. And he is coming back. Mark my words.
Let's hope he doesn't. Let's honest to God hope he doesn't. It's
he
one
will.
of those.
He got buried. He got bodied so bad today. There's no way he's going to stand for this.
Well, that's why you probably came in later on, but I mentioned this guy, from what I could tell, is part of the $1 Million Extreme crew. All right. Now, you were called Gamergate back in the day, and there was that guy, that Desert Beagle guy. Do you remember him?
No.
This
I don't
is a
keep
guy.
track of the stupid shit.
Well, this was stupid enough to where it got bad. Remember Brianna Wu?
Barely.
You have to. Okay, she was anyway.
She's running for Congress or something.
Yeah,
right?
let's pray to God she doesn't get in. But yes, all right. And so back in the day, he was doing to her what Frank is doing to you, and it was all kayfabe. It was all over the top. This guy even wrecked his car one day driving on the Boston freeway. Wrecked his car and did a whole video bit about how he was on his way to Brianna's house. So that's when I look this thing up and I'm looking at what this guy is and I'm looking at what he does and I'm looking at who he's involved with. This is why I'm asking questions. And it's not, and I'm sorry that if you think I'm doubting you, I'm asking, I said, I hope it's not true. I hope this actually happened. I hope you're, not in any danger because I do like you. I've known you for years.
This did actually happen.
Okay.
I was in actual danger. This is my fucking life. Stop sowing seeds of fucking doubt.
You got it.
Because it's hard enough being me. It's hard enough that the internet is convinced that I'm a pedophile. It's hard enough that the internet convinced that I beat my ex-wife. It's hard enough to the internet's convinced that I womanize people and that I'm a drug addict and all of this other shit that you people propagate all the time. Okay. And I can't fucking, it's hard enough living that life. Okay. Because none of that shit's true. If I was in here beating children and fucking hookers and stuff, then sure, I'd be glad to pay for this shit. But it's hard enough having to pay for something I haven't done. The last fucking thing I want to pay for is pieces of shit like you telling people that I'm faking this, that I'm a willing participant in something so
I didn't say
dire
that you faked
I am
anything.
a willing
I asked the
participant
question.
in something so fucking dire. Please don't ask questions like that. Have some fucking integrity.
No, because the thing is,
Hey Matt, here's some questions that are absolutely not based in reality. Why do you rape babies? Oh, I'm just exploring it, Matt. I'm just exploring you raping children. Why? This is pretty fucking uncomfortable, isn't it?
No, because I'm waiting for you to finish because I see what you're trying to do. I'm waiting for you to finish.
So when you accuse me of something so fucking vile, Matt, It feels pretty shitty.
But okay, and that's perfectly fine. And I'm glad, and I understand why you feel that way, and I'm glad you feel that way, to be honest with you. But then look at this again from an outside perspective. When you look at it from the way that the media is, in this particular regard, the one angle of which it was basically put out there, which is through Keem's video. That's the one place where people are going to be going and getting all the info. And the way that whole video segment that he put together is edited with music, with dramatic effect. The way that it's cut together, it's presented in a way that is highly produced. And usually and this is based upon my training, my schooling, and my life and livelihood when I lived in Los Angeles, was everything that's produced like that, there's something about it that is not real. So then my question becomes, what part of this?
And now let me show you my perspective, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm not from Hollywood. I don't do any of that shit. I don't know about any of the shit you're talking about. I thought you and I were friends. I've backed you every step of the fucking way.
And I didn't.
I've literally never said a bad goddamn thing about you a single fucking time because I thought we were friends. And I guess we're not if you think so fucking little of me to think that I would be a willing participant in something so vile. I'm hurt more about that. I'm hurt more about that. Yes, you were, because I heard it. I heard it. You can't tell me you weren't. I'm hurt more about that. The fact that I have never made a joke at your expense that wasn't in the same room as you. The only time I've ever made a joke at your expense was when we were together, and I hugged you after I said it.
No, I know that, and I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. What I'm asking
yes,
here,
you are. I listened to it, man.
I know, because I was saying
you said that this is all fake, and in order for this to be fake, I would have to be a willing participant.
No,
and
you wouldn't actually. You wouldn't actually, because there was other parts I was talking about as well.
The gun is real. I am real. I am real. The gun is real.
Fine.
You said, why wouldn't I have released the gun footage? Because it's a criminal investigation, you dipshit.
But you gave Ralph the footage, or you gave Keemstar the footage with you shooting the gun anyway, or did that come from Frank? Because if you're gonna release
the footage that from my pocket, the audio I gave to Keemstar.
Yeah. So what?
But I'm not going to give him the ring footage. That's for the cops.
So what okay? So you give one piece of the puzzle, but not the full piece of the puzzle. And look, I mean, I get it, dude. I get it. I understand the position that you're in. I do fully understand that. And
do you think it might be because the cops advised me to not release any more footage? Do you think that might be why? Do you think because they told me to stop releasing footage because it's a criminal investigation? You think that might be why?
But let me ask you this. Okay, but did the footage that I saw tonight on a Ralph show, had you talking to the cops?
Yes.
So in that moment, you were then told by the police.
I wasn't told by the police until they arrived here, and I'd already sent footage to Keemstar, and I'd already sent footage to Philip DeFranco, and I wanted this out there because the point of putting this footage out there is to say you can't condone shit like this. The same way I don't condone you telling people you think I'm a willing participant in something so fucking vile, Matt.
I was asking questions.
So
okay, fine.
Fucking vile.
I apologize for that because that wasn't my
There's no
intent.
apology for that, Matt. That's it. That's fine. There's no apology for that.
That's fine.
No apology for that. That's it. That's it. I think as little of you as I do any other person now.
That's fine. I'm totally okay with that because I'm not going to sit there and feel bad for asking questions about something that I don't have the full information.
How about you ask me? We're friends. You asked me where I shot the gun. Why didn't you ask me if it was fake? I would have told you the truth. Why do you think I have zero fucking integrity? Why do you think I have zero? I don't think you
have zero integrity.
Then why the fuck didn't you ask me?
Boogie,
why are you sitting here on YouTube live in front of 100 people telling them that I'm a willing to participant in something so fucking violent?
I was asking questions because things about this don't seem right
to me.
Let
me ask some more questions. Does your wife peg you?
No.
Do you fuck your children?
No.
Well, I'm just asking the questions whether or not you go to town on your fucking children every night. I'm sowing reasonable fucking doubt.
Oh, see, I get what you're trying to do.
Based on my training, you fuck your children. Based on my experiences, you fuck your children. That's horrible, Matt. That's horrible, Matt. That's horrible.
I get it. I get it, Boogie. I get it. All right. I understand it. I'm not out here trying to say you did anything.
Would you rather I have asked you in private whether or not you fucked your children before I said that on live stream?
No, I'd prefer you actually ask it in a public forum because then it just, I'm fine with that because guess what? The people that that you sent that footage to earlier, they were out there last week trying to propagate me being a pedo. So like, you know what? Like they do that shit regardless. Okay. Andy, Ralph, all those guys, they do that shit all the goddamn time. They try to run their mouth, try to say that I'm a pedo, try to get fucking CPS on me and shit for my kids. Okay.
Well,
So
I'm sorry that happens.
So you know, like,
well, I'm
that's
sorry that happens to you. Note, I have
I'm not-
never. Note that I have never said in a public forum that I think you're probably lying about that, and you're actually fucking your kids.
Okay, take a drink of water, dude. Take a drink of water.
And I never would. I never would.
I wouldn't.
I
expect you
never
to.
would even think for a second you're fucking your children.
I wouldn't think you would either.
Oh,
When
but
I
you
when
think
I
I
talk
would fake-
when
you
I
would
talk
think-
about
you would
this,
think that you would think that that I'm lying about what happened today, and I somehow got the cops to lie for me too.
no one would lie about it, but it becomes this. It becomes the difference between maybe a felony and a misdemeanor. Okay, so when I look at these situations as a whole, I always ask myself, what is the best for business? That's how I always look at things. That's how
Is being on your live stream best for my business, do you think? Or do you think me asking you if you do you think what I'm doing right now is best for my business? Do you think I give a fuck about my business? I give a fuck about my life, Matt.
I understand
I give a
that.
fuck about my life, and I wanted to stop you from fucking continuing to destroy it.
I'm not going to continue.
I don't give a fuck about my business. Listen to me, Matt. I don't give a fuck about my business. You think I want to be on YouTube anymore? You think I want to be a content creator anymore after someone came to my fucking house and put me and my dog and my friend and my neighbors and a random fucking air conditioning guy's life in fucking jeopardy? You think I want to do this fucking job another fucking day? No, I fucking don't. I have money saved.
No, I know.
Hold
What am
on,
I
have a
hearing?
phone call.
Okay. I don't. All right, so I'm looking at the chat right now. Let me just say, I don't think that Boogie was a willing participant, but I still have questions, not for him specifically, but I'll never get answers to. And that's my whole point. Looking at the data as it's presented, as what we have, I appreciate Boogie coming on and giving his take. I do. Even though he's mad at me and he'll probably never want to talk to me again, I'm fine with that. I'm happy that he's on here expressing himself.
Oh, hey, that was a phone call from Daniel Keemstar. Okay,
Cool.
And he wanted to remind you that you are no fucking place to talk and accuse anybody of anything, Matt.
Well, Daniel can come on here and tell me that himself if he has an issue.
Oh,
My
I'm trying
call
to
line
figure
is
out a way to
open.
patch him in right now. Don't you worry.
He can. There's a link in the video description. Keemstar can come on in. And I'm asking a question based upon what I have seen, and that's all I'm doing.
I will D him, and I will D him this fucking link you gave me right now.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. So okay. So hands down, 100%, this whole thing was real.
Yes, motherfucker.
Okay. Now, okay. Good to know.
And how fucking dare you, Matt, after everything I've done for you, after all the times I've backed you every step of the fucking way, to accuse me of willingly participate in something so vile. To think I would fake gun violence. To think I would fake someone coming to my door to attack me. How dare you?
It's not that I was accusing you.
After the day I fucking had, after someone came to my door to threaten my life, after I had to hold a gun on somebody else, to have to listen to one of my friends accuse me of being a willing participant in something so fucking vile, a person I've never said a single bad thing about.
I'm not
a single fucking time.
My goal
It's
is to ask
heartbreaking,
questions,
Matt. It's
and I am
fucking
sorry.
heartbreaking.
I am sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I am sorry. No, I
Bullshit.
am. I am. Because I do know what it's like to have people make shit up about me and say shit, right? I was swatted, and people think I made it up. People think I made it up. People who know me in real life because of people on the internet think I made it up. I look at that as being attempted fucking murder. But people say that I made it up. All right, I get it. My whole point of asking...
So maybe out of all the fucking people that should have asked me first, it was you. Maybe out of all the fucking people in the world, before you started lying through your fucking teeth about me,
I'm not lying through my teeth. I'm asking a question. I'm being disproven. Thank you. I can have questions about things. Asking questions
Ask the questions like a proper fucking journalist to the fucking source next time.
Okay.
If you're going to pretend to be a journalist, if you're going to cash the fucking checks.
Dude, I think I've gotten like 2 super chats on this. I don't even care about this
well,
shit.
whatever.
I don't even care.
Hey, guess what? Daniel's here. Patch him in.
Oh, shit. I didn't see people on the bottom there.
Yeah, he's here. I also need to reconnect. I've lost sound. I'll be right back.
All right. Keemstar. Long time.
Hello. Thank you for having me on the show.
Sure. It's open call-in. So apparently I'm wrong from what I've been told.
Yeah, I just kind of want to jump to all of it, right? You got these online so-called news people that don't do any work, all right?
Sure.
The Quartering's one of them, right? He just rushes to upload a video. He's like looking at tweets in real time. He's not doing anything journalistic at all, right? He's not contacting Boogie. He's not contacting Frank. He's not doing anything, right? He's not trying to get the information. When I run Drama Alert, I try to talk to the people involved to try to get as much information as possible, right? You guys don't do that. You guys, claim to be news people, and you're just taking your news from other sources.
I actually am not claiming to be news on anything anymore with this one. I actually spent the last 2 hours reading through tweets and looking at information, watching videos, see if there's any other alternative sources I could find, and then trying to actually ask myself some hard questions about whether or not what I'm seeing is real or not. And then I look at the players that are involved, and I have to ask myself again, is this what I'm seeing?
But anyhow, here's another problem, right?
Okay.
I come to the stream, someone links me, Nicholas Diorio or Augie or one of them hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, this is going on. Boogie's going off on Boulder Boy here." So I'm leaving a comment in your stream, and I'm immediately putting a timeout by your safe spot fucking moderators.
I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
No, but what I'm saying is now you have this stream where you can say all these weird, wild allegations with no journalistic research whatsoever, right? And then when someone tries to correct you, which is me in your chat, I'm being put in a timeout by your moderators.
I apologize for that. I didn't see it. I recently cleared my entire block list as well as any other fucking hidden word in order to make sure that problems like this didn't arise. There's also an open link. Anyone can come on in, and so I have an open link. So I do want to make it as transparent as possible.
If you believe in a free press, right, and freedom of speech and everything else.
So, okay, fine. So I will go back through and I will look to see which moderator did it, and I'll give him a stern talking to, because otherwise I can't. I wasn't looking at the screen. I didn't see it.
And then another thing.
Okay.
You want to call Boogie out for doing fake stuff, which is ridiculous because obviously there's police reports and everything else. I don't even know why the Quarterly, you or anyone else would be like, "Oh, this is fake," without just do a little research, right?
Honestly, Keem, if I'll just cut you off right there on that one. I'll tell you exactly why I was questioning your involvement in this, and that's because of Basher and that whole story. That's the whole reason why I questioned it, because the whole thing to me comes across as...
The whole thing with Basher was real. You're talking about an interview that we had to refilm because cameras weren't recording. Oh, well.
There's been a lot of other stuff with that, too, and there's been a lot of other coverage of that. I think Gamer from Mars did a pretty good breakdown of it a while back, and I've seen other people do that as well. The whole point, though, is that when it comes to internet, when it comes to drama, you're the best at what you do, Keem. You are. You're the best at what you do.
Somebody firing a shot, and now you're kissing my ass, which is ridiculous.
I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not kissing your ass, Keem, because here's the thing. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't respect you.
I don't give one
iota of a fuck about you. I haven't talked to you in 2 years. I have you blocked on Twitter for a good reason.
Police that I swatted you.
I didn't actually. Oh, no. We can go back and look at this one here, because guess what? Guess what I said to the cops? I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that, Keem.
Something happened to you, right? Like you and Boogie are both the same in the sense that you were bullied when you were younger, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, please psychoanalyze me. I look forward to this one.
Boogie has tried his hardest just to be like the nice guy. I just want to get along with everyone. I don't want to feud with anyone. You sit in the background of people that pick on you or that argue with you. You sit in the background and you plot to destroy them in secret. No. And we saw it when your flag history got exposed.
You saw me flag 13 videos over the span of 4 months.
Exactly, because you sat in the shadow.
And I fucked up, and I shouldn't have done it. And guess what? It's been the same ever since. I haven't done it.
And here's another thing.
And you've accused you've accused me of using an alt to get shit taken down, which I haven't done. Because guess what?
You got into a fight on Twitter.
Yes, we did.
You got swatted. And
I did.
To get back at Keemstar, you told the fucking cops that I swatted you.
Can I tell you the exact line I said to the cops? Because the cops asked me, like, what do you do? And I said, I work on the internet. They said, okay, did you get any fights today with anyone on the internet? I said, I did. I got into a fight with a guy named Keemstar, and that was it. Yeah. And then they asked me. Then they hold on. Then they asked me. Hold on. Then they hold on. I said because I was asked. Can I finish my statement, or are you going to continue to talk over me?
No, I'm just saying that your statement's out there. And guess what? It's in a police report. And then that police report then went to a detective who works on an FBI task force. He called me up and he was like, hey, so what's up with this Keemstar guy? And I said, you know what? I know we got into a fight that day. I don't think he had anything to do with it. Yeah, right. You didn't say that.
I did. I did.
You mean to tell me you tell the cops, we did get in a fight, but I don't think he had no involvement. And then the FBI shows up at my door.
I had no idea of any of that. I haven't had any conversation. I am serious.
Do you think anyone here believes that you told the cop, I don't think Keemstar did it, which would cause the fucking FBI to come knocking at my door?
Here's the thing with that, Keem. I don't know what they know. I haven't heard the recording. I have not. It's been over 4. I don't give a fuck if anyone believes me. I know what I went through and I know what I said. You can believe whatever the fuck it is you want. You clearly do. And nothing I say is going to fucking change that shit.
And another thing that really bothers me, Matt, is when the whole internet was dunking on you. You know who was sticking up for you? Fucking Boogie. And Boogie took a lot of shit for sticking up for you and being a friend to you. And you're over here calling him out left and right.
No, I didn't call him out left and right. I simply posed the question based upon the information that I saw. And I was running through it and I was talking about it. And that's all it was. Now, I haven't come to any conclusion. I hadn't come to any
another question that involves a rope with a loop at the end.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're doing for the holidays? You're going to have a little bit of fun there yourself? A little bit of like, the In Excess guy? That's it. A little autoerotic asphyxiation. Is that your kink? Daniel, that ain't mine, dude. Look, dude, I got nothing that I really want to talk with you about specifically. Like, you came on, you spoke your piece. I appreciate that. I don't care about you. I don't care about you one fucking bit. I think you're a lecherous person on society. The further you're away from it, the better we all are, quite frankly. And you know what? You can hate me all you want. You can think about me whatever you want, dude. That ain't going to change. It's been a couple fucking years. Let it go. Oh, and he bailed. I didn't see that he bailed. Okay, well. Matt 1, Keemstar 0. Oh, okay. Where are we at right now? Fucking Jesus Christ. Where the fuck did 500 people come from? What the fuck is happening here? Okay. All right. Sorry, Boogie. I didn't see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. StreamYard gets a little bit funky sometimes. It's unfortunate. I apologize.
Well, I'm gonna teach you a little bit of etiquette today.
Okay.
And then I'm done with you. Okay. You asked me to come on your show, remember, earlier today? And I told you I was having a pretty stressful fucking day.
Yeah.
And between that moment and when you asked me to come back on later tonight, could you, do you think, have reached out to me and asked me if this was real? Could you have done that, you think? Was that a possibility?
I saw your tweet about it.
Was it a possibility?
It was a possibility,
to ask me?
Yeah.
Do you think you might have, should have?
I think if I would have asked you, I probably would still have the same questions in my own head about it. Because
cool. Then you think very little of me.
No, Matt. It's not that I think little of you.
Matt, if you even think for a fucking second that I would willingly participate in something like this, you must think I'm scum of the fucking earth.
I don't think you're scum of the earth.
No, you must, because otherwise you would have never even goddamn considered it, Matt.
I don't think you're scum of the earth, Boogie. I don't. I like you quite a bit. I watch a lot of your videos. I think I like you quite a bit.
Matt, I'm going to make it very clear. I do think you are scum of the earth now.
That's fine. You can think that of me. That's
I do not want you watching my videos anymore.
Okay.
I don't want you to have anything to do with me.
That's
Matt,
fine. Block me on Twitter.
Because you're here accusing me.
No, I'm not
You're
accusing.
You're accusing me of willingly participating in something so vile. And I get it. I made my mistakes. You know, I got swatted 4 times last year. And instead of saying that it happened in October and July and in June, I said it happened in December. I know. I fucked up.
I didn't know about that at all, actually.
I know. I fucked up.
I'm sorry that happened to you
I've given people a reason to not trust me. I understand that. Okay? But I cannot imagine someone so vile as to willingly participate in something like this. Not McJuggernuggets, not Kid Behind the Camera, not Keemstar, not a single fucking person,
Not
but
Keemstar.
especially me. Especially me. I get that you can cast your dispersions on Keem. He's not a great person. I've told him that to his face. Okay? I get that you could cast your dispersions on McJuggernuggets because he's faked a lot of stuff. I get that you can point a finger at Kid Behind the Camera because you don't like him or whatever fucking reason
I don't watch any of those
but
people.
you and I
so.
up until about 30 minutes ago were friends. I wish you treated me like one. I wish you treated me like one. Because like Keemstar said, when the entire internet was dunking on you, I stood up for you. And for you to invite me to the stream and to tune in and to hear you saying that you think Boogie is lying about where he shot his weapon. You think Boogie is lying about shooting a weapon at all.
No,
where's
I got
the
that
footage. No, you said, where's the footage? Why haven't I seen the footage? I released more than I should have already. I released more than I should have already.
And that's what got me asking the questions is, look, dude, did I approach this in the right way? No, I should have asked you. I was asking questions. I honestly thought like 20 people were going to see this. I was just running through it in my head. Now we got over I don't even know how many people are fucking here right now. I can't even tell.
If I wanted to know what you ate for lunch today, what would be the best way to find out, Matt?
Tweet it at me, probably.
Ask Matt. The best way to know something, I know this. I know you didn't take any journalism classes, but let's pretend you did.
Okay.
101. If you want to know an answer, ask them. That's pretty much the best way to find out an answer. If you have a question, what did Boogie eat for lunch today? Ask Boogie. You have a direct line to me. We've spoken several times today. If you wanted to know if this is real, fucking ask me. We were friends. I wouldn't have lied to you. I haven't lied to anybody about this. A sociopath came to my house today after months of threatening to do so with the intent purpose of causing me harm. I defended myself. That's my fucking reality. If you'd asked me what my reality was, I would have fucking told you. Next time, if you have a friend, ask them.
That's fine. I just have, let me think here. I understand your point. I respect your position. But as I pointed out, if you go back and listen, it's like I said, I don't want to believe any of this. I'm simply just asking these questions because there's so much here that's gone on. There's so much that's happened. And looking at the people involved.
Is disingenuous. That is disingenuous.
It's not disingenuous, though, to ask questions.
Yeah, no, it is disingenuous to say that you don't want this to be true because if you wanted the answer to these questions, you would have asked me.
Well,
what you wanted was to sit here and wax poetic.
No, because
what you wanted was to entertain your audience and continue to sow the seeds of discord and sow the seeds of doubt.
Dude,
that's what you wanted. Over on
Ralph's show, they were hoping that it was.
If you wanted answers, you would have asked me the question.
Here's the thing: they played your video clip over on Ralph's show, and then Ralph was like,
I sent it to him. I sent it to everybody who asked for it.
He's like, I hope that it's fake because that'd be the funniest shit ever.
Well,
so
it's not.
I'm not the only
Frank
person.
Is a sociopath.
Okay,
you can ask the fucking Fayetteville police.
I'm sure.
You can look at the Fayetteville plotter. It's there. All you had to do was literally anything. And you would have seen the truth. You could have asked me. You could have checked the Fayetteville blotter. You could have done literally anything and had the tiniest shred of dignity, the tiniest shred of integrity, and made any fucking effort, and you would have found out the answers.
Here's the thing, dude. Like, I get it, man. I get it. I get where you're coming from, and I do sympathize and I do empathize. And I'm sorry that you're upset. I should have phrased things better. And that is on me. That's my fault. But I'm not going to sit here and apologize for asking questions about the way something is presented and the facts of the case that I don't have the answer to.
But can you apologize for A, not asking me?
Fine. Yes. I apologize for not asking you.
Apologize for not checking the Fayetteville blotter. C, making any fucking effort whatsoever in any possible
I actually did check the blotter and I saw that there was a response to a shooting. And all I could find was just that it was a response to a shooting. And that's what I found.
So do you think the police lied about a shooting?
No, but when a call log comes in, do
you think the Fayetteville police is in on it?
No, dude, you're
you think that there was a fake gun fired and the police went, "Oh, that's not a real gun," when they saw the gun and they went, "Well, let's call it a shooting anyway."
Hold on.
It was just a pellet gun, but let's call it a
when they get a phone call or they get a call about a shooting or about an accident or whatever, they just write down the general idea of what it is. Now, I don't have a police report. I'm hoping that I can get my hands on one or I can see one. I'm not disbelieving you. I believe you. Okay? I believe you. But the truth is, I'm going to ask questions because that's what I do. And I didn't ask you, and that's my fault. And I apologize for that. But I still have aspersions or my own very odd questions about just everything in general. I think you might have lost sound. If you did, let me know. I think I might have lost you, Boogie. So,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Can we recap what you just said?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to recap it for you because I heard it. I ask questions, and I'm not going to apologize for asking questions, but I don't ask questions to the right people because I don't want to know the answers. I just want to fucking ask questions.
No,
I don't want the answers. I'm not going to ask the source. I just like to sit here and jerk off.
No, I like to sit there and jerk off. But
please don't do it that way when it's my life. Please don't do it that way when it's my fucking life.
Boogie, I apologize for not asking you. Okay, I do. I do apologize for not asking you directly. I should have. I did inquire with other people connected into this sphere about what they think, and most people think that it's real. But there's something that was bugging me in the back of my mind, and I come through these issues by talking them out. But I still should have gone to you and asked you first about that, about those specific aspects of it. Because on your end, on your end, you are saying empirically that everything happened the way that we saw it. Great. Now we know, and now I have an answer to that question, and I appreciate it.
And you could have known that before you went live. You could have known that hours ago. All you had to do was fucking ask.
Sure. That's very well.
And instead, you sat here and sowed the seed of doubts into another 12 minds, another 24 minds. The Boogie can't be trusted. That this is all fake. That this is all lies.
I never said
the
Boogie
lowest,
can't.
scummiest piece of shit on earth. This isn't real.
Those are your words. Those are your words. Those are your words. Those are not my words.
No, those are their thoughts. When you sat here,
those are not their thoughts.
I don't believe this.
Do you think? Well, if people don't believe me because of what happened 2 years ago, then why would they believe me now? Right? If people think I lied 2 years ago, why would they believe me now? Those are all the questions. Those are all the things I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. That's what Keemstar was trying to do by coming on in here.
Man, I hate that. I feel like I'm talking down to you, and I apologize.
No. Boogie,
but I'm going to ask you if you've ever heard of a thing called confirmation bias.
I have heard of a thing called confirmation bias, yes.
Mm-hmm. So let's imagine someone believes you're a liar. Okay. Then they're less likely to believe the things that you say.
Sure.
But if they already think that I'm a liar and you say that I'm a liar, like you did, that's when they're going to listen to you, man. Do you understand that? It's called confirmation bias.
So you're mad at, so you're not mad at me necessarily for asking the questions that I've asked or how I phrase them. You're mad at me because people out there could potentially take what I asked and then push and then
no, man, if you really want me to summarize why I'm mad at you, is because you and I have talked several times, Dan, and at any fucking point you could ask me these questions, got a direct fucking answer, but instead you wanted to sit here and jerk off. You wanted to circle jerk because you didn't trust me, because you didn't believe me, because you thought I would willingly participate in something so vile.
No,
and so
I don't.
Instead of asking me, why wouldn't you have asked me? The only reasonable reason to not ask me is because you thought I would lie to you. That's the only reason. That's the only reason you wouldn't have asked me, because you thought I would have lied to you. That's the only reason you wouldn't have asked me. And it's as plain as the nose on your fucking face. Okay? And I wouldn't have lied to you. I wouldn't have fucking lied to you, and I'm not lying to you now.
Okay. And taking your passion on this, okay. Again, I think you're telling the truth.
I was all fucking day.
Okay.
No matter how much you jerked off and pretended otherwise.
I didn't jerk off and pretend. I was asking the questions. I was running through a multitude of scenarios. You came in for 5 minutes. You came in for 5 minutes.
I was asking the questions, but just not to the source.
I was asking questions about overall aspects of it, and there we go. Like, and I even put out a video earlier today that I was like, I don't know, man, this could be potentially, there's something about this feels off to me. And it could be real, it could not be real.
I'm sure you did.
Because
thank you for doing me that disservice instead of talking to me about it.
Because
thank you for doing that disservice for me. Thank you for making my life that much harder. Thank you so much.
No one gives a fuck what I think.
Yeah,
no one gives a fuck what I think.
Yeah,
no one cares.
Confirmation bias, Matt.
No, they don't care what I think.
Confirmation bias, Matt.
No, I think you're trying to associate confirmation bias with this whole situation.
No, confirmation bias. Listen, they will take it from anybody. They'll take it from anybody. I've seen people, because they dislike me in my career, Matt, I've seen people completely flip on their own ethics.
Yeah,
just because they didn't want to agree with me. And you've seen it too. I know you have.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So yes, people are willing to set their beef down aside because Matt has proof Boogie lied.
I don't have proof anyone lied. No one would ever take what I said.
But that's how they'll take it, Matt. You understand. If anybody, Matt, you if anybody. And this is why it's so fucking heartbreaking. Because I hugged you at VidCon and told you I was sorry for what fucking happened to you. And I would have never thought that you'd be doing the same thing to me when I tuned in tonight. I genuinely didn't. But you, if anybody, know how these rumors circulate. You, if anybody, know how these lies circulate. You, if anybody, knows how much damage it can do to your mental health, to your career, to your psyche. You, if anybody. The last place, and this is why I'm upset, Matt. It's not that you're convincing people that I'm a bad person. It's not because of all of this other shit. It's because you could and should have done better. Because you could. You had my contact information. We talked several times today. You could have done better. And because of the history you have, because of what you've been through, because of how I defended you every step of the way, you should. And you didn't. And you know why you didn't. I do. I'd love to hear you say it.
No, I get what you're trying to say.
No, tell me why you didn't.
Why I didn't talk to you?
Yeah, why you didn't reach out to me and instead did this.
I think there would be some part that's not, I think I had to talk through it myself to get to the point. Cause it's been, again, 2 years of this stuff for me personally, a lot longer for you in many ways. And I don't like the way people treat you. And I think in my mind, I was hoping that you would not have been sucked into a situation that it would have been something like Basher. Because when I saw Keemstar and I saw that interview and I see the way that tape was edited together and the way everything was presented, all I could think back to, Boogie, was the whole Basher story and how that fucking wrecked him and how that destroyed him. And the last thing I would ever want is for that to actually happen to you.
And on a day, and hold on, Matt, hold on. So let's use this against you. And on a day when a sociopath, a known sociopath, who's harassed dozens of other people, shows up in my front fucking door to try to get me to shoot him. Instead of empathizing with me the way you did Basher, you decided to see if I was a villain. And just ask the questions. Just ask the questions if Boogie's a villain.
I don't think you're a villain. I don't think you're a villain.
This known sociopath who has gone into a CrossFit place and harassed them till they beat the shit out of them. That's walked up to old couples in the park and threw racial slurs at them. Who has gone into Magic the Gathering shops and ripped off his shirt and threw cards all around the place. This known sociopath came to my fucking door today, and instead of empathizing with me, you had to ask the questions of whether or not Boogie's in cahoots with that sociopath. You think so little of me.
It's not that
you think so little of me that you thought I was working with him. You thought so little of me, you thought I was working with him.
And here's the thing with that though, man. It's like when you look at all the pieces and you maybe don't have elements of data, you start to kind of put together an idea, a speculation.
Where could we have gotten that? Where could we have gotten those elements of data?
Well, let me ask you. Well, okay, fine. Let me ask you this then. Let me just play the hypothetical. Okay, let's say you were. Let's say I was right. Let's say I'm right. Okay, my initial thought that something was off, and I did ask you about it. Would you tell me the truth?
Yes.
I mean, if you were running an op, come on, if you were running an op,
I would never run an op. I would never run a fucking op, you dipshit. That's my point. You may be so fucking low as to lie. You may be so fucking low as to run an op. You may be so fucking low as to do what you're accusing me of today, man.
No,
I'm glad that you're outing yourself that way. I'm glad.
I would never do that for one thing.
Bullshit.
No, I never would.
Then why? It's called transference, man. It's fucking classic.
So, okay, fine.
It's basic psychology, man.
Well, no, it's not basic psychology.
We think of others.
You are
Freudian 101, Matt. Freudian 101 says we think of others in terms of ourselves. Okay? We assume that other people will do things related to what we would do, what our experiences are. Our perception of other people is tainted by our perception and our experiences. And because your perception and your experiences have led you to a point where you would have lied in this situation, you accused me of that.
Well,
because the only way that you would have ever thought I was so low is if you're so fucking low. No, that's fact. That's fucking Freudian psychology 101.
Well, for one, I disagree with your assertion, and I'll explain to you maybe why. Okay, I thought the way that I thought because Boogie, YouTube's a tough business. It is. It's tough for me. It's tough for you. It's tough for everybody. Okay, and the difference is that when I complain about it, I bitch about it privately to people. I try to keep it off the main shit that I talk about because it's not something anyone wants to hear.
I don't give a fuck and that's what should have clued you the fuck in, don't you think, Matt? That out of all things should have been what clued you the fuck in. Yeah, you give a shit about your YouTube career. You give a shit about your money.
And
you
know
what I
right?
give a shit? Well, you know what I give a shit about?
Dude, I don't make any money on here.
No, listen to me, Matt. Well, please let me
I don't make any money on here anymore.
Do you know what I give a shit about, Matt? Do you know what I give a shit about, Matt? Do you know what I give a shit about, Matt?
Your dog?
I give a shit about my fans. I give a shit about the other creators on this platform.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I give a shit about. Too. I've got my money. I've got money in the bank. I got more money than I could spend in the next 10 fucking years at my current lifestyle. I'm fucking set. I don't care if I get another sponsor. So then, if I do, I'll cash the checks.
Fine. So cool. So why do you always bring it up then? Why do you always bring it up? Why is it always a thing with you? Why is it always, oh, my channel sucks, my channel's dying, you don't want this content, you guys don't like me anymore? It's always there, Boogie. It is always there.
Because you're such a pussy.
If you don't care, then Matt, why do you always bring it up?
Because, Matt, you're such a pussy that you have to talk about it in private. I talk about it in public.
No,
because it helps other people, Matt. It helps other people. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. The reason I talk about my channel dying is because I want people to know how I'm handling my channel dying. When I talk about not being able to make money off the platform anymore, I want them to know how I'm handling not making any money on the platform. The same way I talked about my mental health when I got a divorce. The same way I talked about my mental health when I got a surgery. The same way I talked about my mental health when I was suicidal. The same way I talked about my mental health 14 years ago and I was stuck in my house because I was 600 pounds, man. That's what I do. Did you not notice across the last fucking 15 years that that's what I do?
Fine, let's talk about that for a second then, okay? Let's look at that then from an outside perspective because that's the only perspective I can really give.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
but if you bring it up,
hold on, let me get my point out.
Get your point out.
Okay. My point is, it's pretty goddamn clear what my priorities are if you're paying any attention. I'm not here to rebuild my fucking brand by fooling everyone, nor would that have worked, you dipshit. This wouldn't have worked. There's no way anybody could have pulled this off if this was fake. Are you fucking insane? There's no fucking way. And even if someone could, even if McJuggernuggets or fucking who's that guy who was faked his girlfriend's death? Right?
Oh, J Station.
J Station. Even if J Station tried to fake something like this, even he wouldn't have done it, and he's an expert. So knowing that everyone on the fucking planet already thinks I'm a liar, why the fuck did you think I would even consider doing something like this? Okay, but even beyond that, even beyond all basic logic and reason, it's against my brand. My brand isn't about making money. It's never been about making money. It's never been about a lifestyle. It's never about fucking spending millions of dollars on fucking big houses and crazy shit. It's been about how I survived my child abuse, how I've survived my sexual abuse, how I've survived having a broken brain. And I talk about how my YouTube channel in my career affects my broken brain. I talk about how the world hating me affects my broken brain, because a lot of my fans, and I'll name 5 or 6 right off the top of my head, every time I talk about it, it helps them. And that's why I shared the footage that I shared today, Matt, because I reached Drifter and I talked today. Drifter had somebody come to his house with a loaded gun, and Drifter buried it. Scarce barely was able to cover it, but Scarce did. But Drifter buried as much of it as he could. I went the opposite direction. I put as much of it out there in the world to help our community, to discourage people like this from doing these things. That's what I do. I'm here to help creators like you. I'm here to help fans continue to have the creators they love. I'm here to help my fans understand their own minds and their own bodies and to learn from my mistakes. That's what I fucking do. So to accuse me of faking something like this to make money is a really big insult.
And that's a fair point to make. And that wasn't my intent. Again,
but that's what you just said when I started.
No, because when you talk about everything that you go through. So I look at what you say from a creator perspective. All right. If a person with nearly 5 million subs is struggling as bad as you make it out to be, you're struggling.
I'm closer to 4 million now. I've been moving backwards for the last 3 years.
Well, shit, dude, join the club. Fucking, but okay, doesn't matter.
Maybe I got a question, Matt. You think falsely accusing your friends of faking a shooting incident might be one of the reasons you're moving in the wrong direction? I don't know.
No,
just think about it.
It's been a lot of other reasons.
Just something to think about. Just something to think about.
It's been a lot of other reasons. I'm not accusing you of anything.
Maybe we don't do stuff like that anymore. Maybe that's the thing we don't do anymore.
Or double down and keep crashing it faster. I mean, either way, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's kind of a work in progress. The whole point I'm trying to get through here, Boogie, is that I understand your disdain with me. I understand your disappointment with myself, and you have a very valid point. I should have asked you. But there are questions that I have based upon the other players because of what I know about the other players.
Okay, so here's the linchpin.
But hold on.
Here's the linchpin.
Okay, give me your linchpin.
Do you think I'm a complete and worthless piece of shit or not?
No. I don't
so then
think
how
that.
in the fucking fuck could you possibly imagine I would willingly?
But do I think that people make bad decisions when they're in bad places? Yes, I do.
I'm not in a bad place. I just told you I got $250,000 in the bank.
Because, well, you
I
make
just fucking told you.
Well, I don't ask you your fucking bank account when we talk and when I watch your videos, and that's the look,
if you did ask, I would have told you that.
I would.
Once again, if you had come to me today and asked these questions, I would have told you the answer to all of them.
Okay. I just find it to be interesting that when it comes to the persona of Boogie, this is the real you. And this
the YouTube channel is the real me. I'm not doing anything fucking different. And my live stream version is me. I'm not doing anything different, Matt.
No, it's the you want to be. You and live streams.
No, it's not. I dropped that 2 years ago. You
don't make the big black cock meat jokes anymore, right? Like
I appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't know that you ever did. If we wouldn't have been friends.
No, I know, mate. I don't make those jokes, but I mean those jokes when I've made very terrible jokes, by the way, that are in the same. No, not about you. Not about you. Just I've said very stupid things in general my entire life. It's one of my curses. But it's like the way I see it. Okay. And this is just based upon my viewing from the outside world of it is there's like, and this happens a lot with people. There is the you, and then there's the YouTube you. And the you is what you get in natural settings like this or VidCon when it's more jokey and it's hanging out and it's everything else. When you think that you're not on display when you're not performing. And then there's the you that's in your videos, the you that people see. And it is.
And I have purposely, because I have been accused of being fake on YouTube, I have purposely been as true on YouTube as humanly possible. And I've been as true as humanly possible in live streams, as true as I'm being with you right now. I've literally spent the last 2 years doing everything I can to make sure every motion, every word is calculated and correct and true to who I am.
But if you're trying to make it calculated and correct, then it's manufactured because you are aware of it. It takes you away from actually being you because you are putting so much pressure on yourself to be a certain way. And that's what got me 2 years ago, dude. That's what fucked me up is I took myself so goddamn fucking seriously that I took any little fucking negative criticism and I let it fucking fester in me.
Let me ask you something, Matt. Let me ask you something,
Okay.
Matt. All I'm saying is I think before I speak.
Sure.
That's
I
all I'm
sometimes
saying.
don't.
Do you not think before you speak? I'm saying prior to 2 years ago, I never thought before I spoke. I just spoke.
Prior to
and then
two,
people began to point out differences. Well, on YouTube, when I was making a YouTube video, I would think before I would speak. And I would say, I can't swear on YouTube. I have to keep in mind the laws and rules of YouTube. So I'm going to follow the rules, and I'm not going to swear. I'm not going to attack anybody. I'm going to be the kindest me that I can be. And that's how I made my YouTube channel for the longest time. And then 2 years ago, people are like, wow, you're inauthentic. This isn't the real you. The version of you that's on your YouTube, on your Twitch stream, where you say fuck and pussy and shit and everything else, every other word, that's the real you. The problem was the Twitch version of me, that was the act. I'm an introvert in real life. I was pretending to be an extrovert.
No,
when I live stream, it's a show. That was the fake act. That was me being edgy. That was me being comedic. My contact at Twitch, that's what he talked about. He's like, people, live streaming is very different from YouTube video. And I was watching creators like Andy Milonakis and Ice Poseidon and the fucking guy that got banned from there, Dr. Disrespect, and they were edgy and they were funny and they had personality. So I thought, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be edgy. I'm going to be funny. It's going to be my Twitch personality. I started watching Andy Kaufman videos. And I started watching everything he did. And I thought to myself, I could do that. I could sing songs no one wants to hear badly. I can say fucking swear words and make edgy jokes. But now when I live stream, now when I make a YouTube video, now I make sure that everything has a homogenous feeling and it's as close to who I really am as humanly possible. I think before I speak. I don't pretend to be edgy. I don't pretend to be that person. I just be me. So I don't know what point you're making, but I want you to make it very clear. For the last 2 years, I've done everything I can to just be me. Since that subreddit decided to use it as proof that I was a liar or something.
Yeah, I did see that subreddit occasionally. I was never quite too sure why they hated you as much as they do. But then again, there are people out there who vehemently hate me, and I still can't figure out why they don't like me. Well, I mean, there's reasons, but the deeper shit. Look, dude, I get what you're trying to say, okay? I just think personally, after 2 years of what I've gone through, that I might be on the other end of the spectrum than you. Right? At this point, not giving a fuck is better than giving a fuck. Because where we are, we're never going to go back to 2016. We're never going to go back to that fucking world. We're never going to be there again. It's been fun. This platform has been fundamentally cucked for almost 4 years now. Because they turned the media, whoever else, they turned their sights on us and they all fucked us over. And that is the truth of the matter. And so if you want to go and you want to homogenize yourself for your audience, that's cool. Dude, you've been able to grow. I think when I first started watching you, I think you had over 1 million subs and now you got the 4 million and that's fucking awesome. You have a house. It's a nice house from what I could see. You live the life you want to live and that's cool. I don't want to think negatively of you. And I didn't think negatively of you. I had questions that were leading down paths that I was hoping to get to some kind of Occam's razor conclusion to and go, this is the false path. Because when I look at the situation, and again, this is what I've been trying to say the whole time, is it's possible, and again, based upon what Keem said, and he's alluding that it's not, but is it possible that you were played? Is it possible that you were, because if you know anything about $1 Million Extreme and how they operate, you can see what they do and how they do it. And that was my whole point.
And so if you had a conversation with me earlier today, you would realize that I was the one that reached out to Keemstar because he's the only one I know who has mutuals in common with, that's not fucking Ethan Ralph, who I don't want to talk to right now. I haven't wanted to talk to since I've been on a show.
But you still gave him the footage to play. And,
absolutely.
And
absolutely.
I mean, if you don't want to give him an exclusive, then...
Hey, it's not an exclusive. I gave the same footage to Keemstar. It was on story.
I know. He was
4 hours
he
early.
was
it's not a
bragging
exclusive.
that it was an exclusive. He was trying to play it up and shit.
No, it's not. I gave it to him because I'm pushing. I gave it to DeFranco. I gave it to Keemstar. I gave it to everyone who wants it because we need to make an example of this.
So you want to make an example of him? like
No, here-
wholeheartedly, or just you just like
You,
his.
you want me to say some shit that's going to ruin my career right now? Because I will.
No, I no.
I'm a-
Here's,
I'm- no,
here's,
hold on,
here's the
hold
thing.
on. I'm
Here's the
no,
thing,
I'm gonna
Boogie.
level
I
with
don't.
you. I'm
I
gonna level
don't.
with you
Don't
110%. I'm gonna level with you 110%.
don't say it. Don't say it. Do it privately if
going
you have
to.
to. Do it privately if
going
you
to.
have to.
I want the world to
alright.
hear this, motherfucker. Okay, but this is going to end me. But this is bigger than me.
Just stop saying that.
No,
Then
but
don't.
this is going to end me. But this is bigger than me. Okay, but this is me giving up.
Okay.
So
Don't.
you want an exclusive?
I don't
Your
care about
exclusive.
that shit, dude.
No,
Fuck.
here you go. You want an exclusive? Here's your exclusive. Okay, you're jealous that I gave an exclusive to Ethan. Well, here's the reality of what just really happened. Okay,
Okay.
You there?
I'm here. I'm listening.
A year ago, I was ready to kill myself to try to change this platform because of this type of harassment that showed up at my front door today. Because Reddit didn't give a fuck. Because Keemstar didn't give a fuck. Because no one gave a fuck about Etika. No, I mean, people talked about it, but nothing changed. YouTube didn't change. Keemstar didn't change. 4chan didn't change. Reddit didn't change. Nothing changed. Commentary community just ate it up and profited off of Etika's fucking death. And I was ready to fucking go. I was ready to put a bullet in my head. Actually, I was going to take pills. But I was ready to fucking end my life in the hopes that it would make a fucking difference. Because as bad as it was that Etika died, he wasn't as big of a creator. I had more subscribers, I had more views, and I've been on the platform longer. And so I thought I could signal boost Etika. And these are the thoughts I had. And I went to VidCon and I talked to everyone about it. Everyone that would listen. I talked to Ian. I talked to SoCal Jesus Christ, Big Juggernuggets, kid behind the camera. Is there a way for me to signal boost this? Is there a way for me to achieve this but not have to die? Can you help me figure out how to do this and not have to die? And nobody had an answer. Nobody had an answer for me, Matt. They all said, you just have to accept that this is how it is. You just have to ignore it. And the more I talked about it without dying, the more people believed I was lying. And that's why I find it so fucking hurtful that you thought I was lying today. Because I thought with this happening, with the cops involved, with the fucking footage, there's no way people would think I was lying. And it's so fucking hurtful. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I made the decision to live. And almost every day since I made that decision, I've woke up with fucking regret. I've watched more fans turn against me. I've watched more people begin to believe I was a pedophile. More people I believe I abused my ex-wife. More people began to believe I was a womanizer. More people to begin to believe that I was some sort of secret monster that lied about his health issues, that lied about his mental health issues, that lied about his molestation, that lied about his child abuse day in and day out. And then today, this sociopath, this sick motherfucker showed up at my front door. And I literally had the thought, this is why I'm still alive. To fucking put this message out there about mental health issues, to put this message out there about bullying, to put this message out there about how the world is changing, to protect creators like you, to protect creators like me, to see if we could change the fucking world. And as hard as today was, as scary as today was, I thought to myself, this is my fucking purpose. This is why I'm still fucking here. This is what I can do with the rest of my life. This is how I make a fucking difference. This is how I don't have to feel guilty about the money I made. This is how I don't have to feel guilty about the choice to stay alive. This is how I don't have to feel guilty for all the fans who've been hurt by my choice to stay alive. And I had to listen to several different people today ask me if this was real. The Quartering messaged me early on, but he at least had enough respect to ask me if it was real. You did not. I had a small creator I know from my Discord named Jack the Ripper ask me if it was real. He did. You did not. I had several other people ask me today if this was real. But you did not. And it was a hard fucking day. Hard fucking day having to listen to people accuse me of lying and knowing that it's entirely possible that that's how the internet's going to spin it. That somehow I made this up. Somehow it's all just a prank. Somehow it's all just a chance to revitalize my career. And that's why I didn't want to do any fucking podcasts tonight. That's why I didn't want to do any fucking shows tonight. That's why I told Ethan to go fuck himself. But you sent me the link, and I thought we were friends, and I thought, hey, here's someone who'll have my fucking back. And I logged in, and you were doing the one goddamn thing that has hurt me the most today. Hurt me more than having a sociopath come to my door, more than having to make the decision whether or not to end somebody's life. It hurts me more that people think I'm lying about this. It hurts me more that people think it's fake. And I had no possible belief that you would be one of those people doing that. Do you understand why that's hurtful?
No, I completely understand. I do.
And all you had to do was have the same journalistic integrity of the quartering.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's cold-blooded, dude. That cuts me deep. That cuts me deep. I mean,
all
really?
you had to do.
Jeremy? Oof. I mean, like, I could make 8,000 Brie Larson videos and just make up all sorts of shit.
But but I had a phone call with him today, and you could have done the same thing, Matt. So I'm gonna go. I appreciate your apology. I'm gonna go live my life tonight. I haven't showered this entire day. I've sweated buckets. I've had a miserable fucking day. I'm just asking you, please stop
I think we lost him for a second, but I get what you're trying to say, man. Listen, he might cut back in. All right. Fucking StreamYard, man. It craps out sometimes. So, okay. I'm just giving him a second here. Kraut, stop timing people out. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kraut? Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna remove you from right now. You let me know if you DM me in the side if you can get back in. So anyway, okay. So let me just quickly address what Boogie said there, because I want to say something here. The questions I was asking tonight were because the evidence that the information I saw was lacking in regards to evidence. And I like to have evidence. I apologize to Boogie for hurting his feelings on this one. I do. The whole situation is wild, because I'll be honest, I see myself in a very similar situation. What if someone who doesn't like me came to my house? What would I do? How would I protect my kids? I've been sent death threats in the mail. Like, to my home, I've been sent death threats. So I understand the mindset. But when it comes to creator on creator harassment, especially in the real world, it becomes this very interesting conversation. And then one must ask themselves, again, because so much on this platform is fake, is stuff real or isn't it real? That was my whole point. That was my whole intent. I'm sorry that Boogie feels the way that he feels. I'm sorry that I made him feel the way that he feels. I do. I'm not an unempathetic person, nor did I want this to end up being blood sports. I just thought it was an interesting topic of conversation that apparently has really gone certain ways. So if, we'll see where it is. Okay. Let me bring in Kraut. Are you there, buddy?
Hey,
you've been waiting there for a while. I see a
I don't know how
of
this
people.
site works, and I don't know what this is.
This is it's StreamYard. It's like OBS, but it's more functional in your browser.
Ah, okay. What is this nonsense?
Like just with what happened tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard about the whole Boogie situation.
So you think that there are people who think that the Boogie thing was fake?
Well, looking at the people who were involved, being Keemstar and Frank Hassel, because Frank is related to or has connections with $1 Million Extreme. You know, Sam Hyde, right? The meme they do all that crazy kayfabe shit. They do all this over the top trolling. It's all trolling, but you never know. Like their targets don't know if it's real or fake. And so in this particular regard, I was just like, okay, thinking to myself, like, is it possible that this is one of those angles? Because why would it, what would be the end goal here? That's my question on everything. What's the end goal? What do people want? And then it's like, so I was asking questions. I'm running through, we had like other people on, there were different trains of thought. We're talking about the legality of firing off the gun. I thought someone had said they shot it into the ground, but Boogie says he fired it up into the air. That changes things. That's all really what it boiled down to. And
if he faked it, he's the dumbest fucker there is.
I don't believe he faked it. I don't believe he faked it. I don't believe.
If he faked it, he fucked himself.
I don't think he faked it. I'm being abundantly clear on that one. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't trust Keemstar. I mean, I've been very open about that for like a very long time, that I do not trust Keemstar. If his involvement's involved in anything, I ask myself what's being pulled in the back.
I find it funny that Keemstar calls what he's doing here journalism.
Yeah, I know. I thought that
journalism.
I know.
Like this. Oh, come on, Keemstar. You are the bottom of the barrel. All you do is read tweets to people. That's all you do. You don't read. You don't do news. You read the news. Like,
well, he's not Tim Pool. Let's be fair.
Well, everyone can do what he can do. Everyone can do what he can do. That's why he backstabs everyone who does what he does. That's what it is.
That's all it boils down to. And that's my whole point in all this shit. Is it's that whole notion of, I'm asking the questions. And I struck a nerve. And I'm not going to apologize for asking questions. My goal is, it is to minimize harm. I swear to God. Like, Cart, you know me for 2 years. You know that's my angle on a lot of this shit.
Well,
I could go a lot harder on a lot of things that I don't. Now, granted, recently with certain people, I've gone exceptionally hard on, and I don't feel bad about that whatsoever.
I find this entire thing isn't even worth commenting on. I think you're wasting your time, to be honest.
Well, I was really looking just to kill a fucking hour.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's look at the video footage. Let's look at the available information. We'll just talk about it. And then we'll take some calls. And I'm pretty sure people are going to bring up movie shit. And this is going to move on from there. And then it blew the fuck up. As lately, Boulder Talk Radio has kind of been blowing the fuck up in certain ways, it's been not this big, but I appreciate everyone listening. And even the people who don't like me, I appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to hit that dislike on your way out.
I was sent the link to your stream, and I just saw Keemstar, and I immediately had to turn it out because, as predictable, he just went straight to Twitter and seethed about it all over the place.
Oh, I haven't blocked on Twitter. I don't even care.
You banned me from this channel that nobody watches it. I care so much. Yeah.
I mean, like the whole thing is I have a link. Anyone can click on it. Anyone can click on it. I've been doing this now for over a year. Like Ralph has trolled me a couple times.
If I copy this link and send it to PPP, he can
PPP can come on in. Yeah, it's in the video description right now. It's in the video description right now.
Great.
And PPP can come on in and yell at me about how he disagrees with my assertion that The Rock is not a movie star. That's the whole point of this fucking show. Is literally just yeah, I like Dispatch. He's coming. He knows how to find the link. He's been here before. So, it is what it is. Let's see here. So let me
I have to go to work, so I'll be dropping.
All right. Have fun. Have fun with those boulders.
Yes, you too.
All right, man. Okay. We're just going to run through some fucking people because my fucking God. All right. Let's see. All right. God damn it. Okay. John, you've been waiting for almost 2 hours to get on, and I appreciate that. And so I want to get for one, how are you doing this evening? I hope things are well.
I'm doing good. I was inventing. I'm cutting quartz crystal, and I watched the show, and I watched the video, and I've been dying to say something about it. And you're absolutely right. There's a bunch of questions about that video. Now, I tested Genius, right? And I also know that I observe, because you have to be an inventor. You have to see what works and what doesn't work. And if you really thought your life was in danger, the last thing you're going to do is open the door. First thing you do is you call the cops. Then you get the gun. Then you go to a room and you sit there waiting for the cop to show up. That's what I would do. Now,
I mean, like
the other thing, when they showed the picture of him holding the gun, who took the picture?
Oh, that would be the Frank through his GoPro.
Okay, so the guy that stalking him gave him a picture.
He posted it to Twitter, yeah.
Ah, okay. So to me, it's like these are well. My father did commit suicide, and I went through shit as a child, so you can put me in the victim category. And the challenge of being a victim is not to victimize others. And people usually fail at that. So the guy that's stalking him thinks he's a victim. The guy that had the gun and was threatening his life, he did have, I agree with being stalked, right? I can understand the victim and the feeling of it, but the projection of, this is just a social comment, is I don't understand this generation when they think that being a victim is a type of empowerment, to victimize yourself and feel powerful. I don't get that. That's just nothing to do with it. Has to do with it, but not really. Yeah. But the whole thing was didn't make sense what he did. Now, I understand him coming on the show and saying, hey, my life is threatened, because he said he talked to the cops. So there's investigation on him shooting a bullet in wherever direction it goes, but it doesn't matter. You know, the irony is if you shoot and kill the guy, there's no, it's stand your ground, home defense, but you can't open the door. You have to be broken into, from what I understand.
I'm not gonna pretend to know anything about fucking stand your ground laws in Arkansas. Apparently I pulled the wrong piece of information earlier. So, and the thing is, like, I'm not a legal scholar by any stretch of the fucking imagination.
Neither am I. It's just my understanding is home castle doctrine is you're inside the house protecting from a home invasion. That's the spirit of the law, basically. I mean, you don't open the door. No,
I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, I know. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna try to. I got a full room of people to get through.
No problem.
I appreciate you waiting. We'll we'll talk movies some other time. So,
it's all right.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Thanks for taking the call.
All right. Have a good one, dude. Thanks. All right. I know people want me to get to them. I'm trying to get through who was here. Okay. Boogie, you waited for a while. Now you're Boogie man, not that Boogie.
Hey, how's it going, Matt Jarbo?
I'm going. It's been an interesting evening. How about yourself?
I'm pretty fine myself. It's about time your fat ass got me into this call.
Well, it's been a bit crowded and it's been a bit interesting.
I've been waiting so long.
You have, but you've also been shilling Bitwave like a motherfucker in the chat. So,
Bitwave.
Do you get residuals from Bitwave? Are you part of some kind of partnership program that I need to know about?
You don't get jack shit on Bitwave.
Okay. Are you cross streaming this on Bitwave?
Of course. Say hi. You should say hi.
Hi. How many people are watching over there right now? I'm curious.
I don't know, 30 plus.
Word. Awesome. I hope you guys are having a good time.
You should come over, we have some boulders for you to collect.
Oh, nice. I like boulders. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're good for landscaping and then loading into trebuchets and launching at my enemies. That's a dual purpose thing there. I enjoy it.
There's also Sissy Hypno and kikes that like to rub their hands together.
Okay. Well, we don't need to have no.
I think you like that a lot.
No. Let's keep the anti-Semitism to a minimum, shall we?
Okay. It's your show.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Even though the chat, on the other hand, is doing something entirely different. All right. So what's on your mind? Because I'm going to blaze through what I've got left, and then I'm going to go to fucking bed. So
I just think Boogie's a fat lard ass, and he's making a big deal out of nothing.
Well, I understand his fear. I understand his situation. So I don't think he's making a big deal out of nothing. But I do think it needs to be discussed.
Well, I guess so. If you want to keep on making money off of your supposed friend. But yeah.
Well, I'm not making. It's been very little on the super chats. I do appreciate them ones that have come in. There's been a few that I've missed.
I kind of over exaggerated that. You haven't even gotten anything.
Yeah, that's exactly why when I say I don't make any money on this fucking platform, I do it for fun. So that is what it is. All right. Well, thank you very much, Boogie. Go back to your Bitwave. Tell Xander I said hi.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Xander even cares about you.
Oh man, that hurts. That really hurts.
Fixing a shitty website.
Okay. See you later. All right. Let me Simp Masterson. I see you've been waiting for a while. He's muted right now. See if he pulls out of muting.
Oh God, what a disaster. Okay, yeah, I wanted to speak to Boogie. I wanted to call him out on his shit. Every fucking time this fat lard ass is always like, oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, fuck you, you fat piece of shit. Fucking do it already. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Simp, for coming on in and with your extremely quick hot take. Let's see, Beardson, I see you there, man. I can't bring you on until you connect a device like a webcam or something, and then just like you can disable it. So I can't have that on. Gator wants on. Oh wow, Gator, cool, man. Okay, let me take a look there. Who else? Okay, I'm a forking burger. Are you there? We're waiting for you, sir. I don't know who the hell this guy is. All right. Yeah, if you guys want to come on, start to all right, his mic is still muted. So I'm gonna go Russianish. You're on. How's it going? It's going all right, dude. How about yourself?
It's been an interesting night watching all this shit.
Yeah, it has been. Totally not what I expected to do. I was like, I could go play video games like Call of Duty because I'm a normie. And then just, play Warzone like a fucking cool adult. None of that Fortnite shit, because I'm not a teenager.
Yeah, fuck Fortnite.
Yeah.
No, this whole thing going on with Boogie right now, it's like I agree with like what he did morally, but like legally, it's like what's he gonna do now? Like,
I don't know, man. Well, okay, so here's how, again, my understanding, I could be wrong, I probably am. But generally when a crime is committed or something like that, the police come, they'll take their report, it goes to an investigator, the investigator will at that point then determine they'll look at everything, they'll then take that report, they'll pass it along to the district attorney. The district attorney will then review the file and go, okay, we have the ability to file charges now, and they think they're going to win, or they're going to plea him down or something like that. So this situation with the firing of the gun is in my mind, it's a serious offense.
Oh yeah, it is.
Now, thankfully, nothing has been reported as being hurt or injured. So there's that. That is fantastic news. And I'm pretty sure he's like absolutely breathing a sigh of relief on that one. However, I don't know what the authorities are going to do, because I think from what I read, like somewhere he's looking at potentially jail time if this goes to court. Now, I don't know if the extenuating circumstances surrounding as to why he pulled the trigger would have any impact on the district attorney. I would hope so, but at the same time, it's like, fuck. Why? It's just, it's like, I have kids, I have 2 kids. They go outside, they play. You can shoot guns in my county, and people do all the time, and that's fine. But it's like, I do fear about someone pulling the trigger up in the air and the bullet coming down and hitting one of my kids. That is a fear that I have, and that's a fair fear.
He definitely should have at least shot on the ground. If he was going to shoot, I live in a state that's like, it's castle doctrine all over the property, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But if he would just held the gun out and be like, hey, get the fuck off my property, I don't think anyone would be morally against what he did. It's just the fact.
Not at all. No, I mean,
I would hope that like the district attorney has like discretion to think it was like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't charge him, at least for his sake. I
would hope so. I honest to God hope so. And people like, that's the thing too, is with people like Frank and what they do with $1 Million Extreme and some of these like prank channels. I have a big problem with people who do this kind of fucking spurgy shit on YouTube, because eventually one of them is going to die.
Yeah, they're going to get themselves killed. I don't understand how you can be, and sorry for using this word, but that fucking retarded, that you don't see how fucking with people on a daily basis 24/7 is going to get you killed eventually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where we are with this thing. I mean, I wish Boogie the absolute best. I really do. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, this has been a tough day. I wasn't trying to add to it 100%, but
No.
I guess I did. That's my bad. I can acknowledge that. I can acknowledge that. It's asking the questions I'm asking. I'm wondering more or less like, okay, if this is real, somebody here is doing something, right? Like somebody here there's an angle somewhere within this. I just don't know where it is.
No, here's the thing, man. Like, I'd say you fucked up a little bit, but I don't know the whole I don't know the whole situation, so I can't judge you. I really can't. I came in here in the middle of Boogie yelling at you.
That's okay. That's okay. That's a lot of people did.
Yeah.
A lot of people did. I was like, oh, well, hey, what's up, Boogie? And then it was like 60 people. And then it was like 660 people. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I think it was either Keemstar or Boogie tweeted it out, so that's why I saw it. But it's
yeah. No, yeah, I know. I saw like Colossal's Crazy is in here and a few other checkmarked people came on in. So,
yeah,
I saw some chats. It was going by so fast. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway, I wish you the best. I wish Boogie the best. Thanks for putting me on.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Have yourself a good one. All right. So let's see. Who's the next person here? All right. We've got Tummy Boy.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Man, to be honest, like, I don't know you, and like, I just came because like Keem and stuff was like just send a link and stuff. But like,
oh yeah, that's fine. It's
like,
an open link.
Like by the while I've like heard while I was listening to what Boogie's saying.
Yeah,
man, it seems like you kind of stabbed him in the back and was like kind of being a bit of an asshole. Not gonna lie.
Sure, no, I get that. I understand that. It's weird to say. I'm at this point now where like I don't want to say I don't care, because like I actually care about a lot of this stuff, but I'm not going to stop myself from asking questions, and I'm not going to stop myself from following my own inquisitive my own inquisitive line of thought, because that's the thing that you can't do is to start when you start questioning or when you start refusing your own mind, it leads to nothing good. I never accused anyone. I said personally like this. There's elements. You guys see, the thing is people didn't come in at the beginning of this. So at the beginning of this, I was like, look, this could be what's going on, but I hope that it's not this. I really hope that it's not this angle. I hope that this did happen, because then it's not a scummy thing. It's not scummy on Boogie's part. It's scummy on Frank's part.
Yeah, true.
But like, and there were people that were like, again, there's like Team Frank and Team Boogie. And then there's also that divide of, is it real or is it kayfabe? So you've got all these people that are looking at this situation and looking at it fragmented, right? This all fragmented around, because Keem's video is out there, but even that video is still heavily edited. The portion of the footage is heavily edited. Stuff.
Well, you just canceled out.
Oh, did I break up for a second?
It kind of like everyone's just saying "kick lol."
Oh yeah, well,
there's people in the chat kick this homo.
Yeah, well, I've got like a lot of people that are trying to get on in, so I'm just gonna move on, man. But hey, I get what you're saying, and I appreciate your commentary, and thank you for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome.
Have a good one, dude. Thank you. Okay, Secularist. Yeah, I'm saying that right. How's it going, man?
Yo, what up, Matt?
I'm chilling. It's been an interesting evening.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be real quick about
sure.
Boogie. Man, it is really fucking hard to have any sympathy for him, because for a guy that claims that for a guy that's been on the internet for as long as he has, he still doesn't seem to understand like troll culture, like like guys like MDE, Frank Castle, Sam Hyde, like they all have like the same shtick, like the trolls. So like if you don't give them content, they don't have anything to work with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't understand like how Boogie, like being on the internet for as long as he has not learned that. Like if he's being harassed by that guy, just like don't open your fucking door. don't give him any content because he had a GoPro cam on his head.
Yeah.
So like he obviously wants to get footage, you know. So anyway, that was really it. That was all I really had. You can sunset me.
All right. Thank you. Have yourself a good one, dude. All right. Hondo the Razor, man. How's it going?
Sorry about that. Unmute my mic. Dude, why didn't you IBS Boogie? You could have taken him out to the dumpster, man, and just fucked him. You could have.
I did see your super chats. I do appreciate that. It was going by so fucking fast, though. I couldn't get to it fast enough. And at the time, I didn't want to interrupt the conversation because I get Boogie was mad at me, and he has every right to be mad at me. I'm not going to minimize how he feels. I get what you're saying.
You could have destroyed him, Matt.
My job, but Hondo, you've come here enough times to know that my whole point here is not blood sports.
Yeah, like, I know, but he was being a dick. He was being a manipulative dick.
He was expressing himself in a way that I do agree with bits of it, and I disagree with other bits of it. And I want him to have his ability to say his piece, and then I want to also be able to have the conversation surrounding it, because I do feel that there is a greater conversation to be had here. And he is,
you're not allowed to question him. That's some bullshit, dude.
I did feel like every time I brought up a line of questioning, I was being talked over, but I was being respectful because he did have a rough day. I mean, it is what it is. So I see your point. It's a problem with doing this because I'm trying to not turn this into like a massive shit show. Like even Keem, and I fucking hate Keem, and I was even trying to be cordial to him. Like I'll be cordial, because this is a place to talk and have conversations.
Dude, you could have destroyed King too. Like he thinks he's a real journalist just reading Twitter.
I know. I thought it was pretty funny when when Boogie tried comparing me to the quartering. I was like, oof. I mean, that's pretty bad, man. I don't get fucking sloshed on stream and like piss in a bottle. Fucking make 8,000 Brie Larson videos. It's just, yeah. I get it, man. Look, there's always areas to fight. All right, there are areas to fight when necessary. I just don't feel like right now is being necessary. I don't have any beef against Boogie, so there'd be no real reason for me to want to get into blood sports with him.
Well, the thing is, you have nothing to gain by just, not giving it to him, because no one's already going to respect you as it is. You might as well just fucking roll around in the mud,
True. I get that, man. I get that. But there's a couple things where if I don't feel, okay, when it comes to, let's say, someone like Ethan Ralph, I have a lot of history with Ralph, and I don't like the guy. And I would love every opportunity to roll around in the mud with that motherfucker and body him constantly, because it would be super easy to do, which is why he runs in fear and he won't fucking talk to me. Same with Andy fucking Worski. They won't actually fucking talk to me because they're afraid. That shit to me is fucking funny. But bodying Boogie over something that it's like it clearly bothered him, I don't know, man. Like, I'm just not, you know what? If he is as mentally hurt as he is, the last thing I want to do is like push the dude towards something.
No, he's a manipulative dude. No, he always threatens suicide every time you call him out on anything. He does this like for years.
I mean, yeah, no, I like, okay. The thing with that is like on the Boulder stream, whatever, from 2 years ago, when I was talking about the flagging stuff, and I was like, look, I was in a bad headspace. I was at the time. The difference, I don't know what he's doing right now for mental health, but at the time I'd already made the choice to go and get a therapist. I just had to wait 2 weeks for my first appointment. So like it was, that's where I was.
He doesn't want a therapist. He wants attention. This is a whole shtick.
I don't know. Some might argue that the entire point of YouTube is to get attention. But I see what you're saying. And I would like personally, like when you get to Twitch Boogie, like I was mentioning it earlier, I like Twitch Boogie better. Like the edgier, just kind of like make the bad jokes and shit and roll with it. Because everyone, I think, makes those kind of jokes. Everyone, I think, has those kind of humors. And if you stop yourself from doing it, you start to resent yourself, which was my fucking problem. And I would just rather see him have like those moments to vent and like to get out the dumb jokes and not be worried about being canceled. Because if he's got $250,000, which I didn't fucking know he had $250,000. If he's got $250,000, then he doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
So it's
well, before I split, because you got like a whole
there's
a queue of people.
Fuck, dude. There's
I want to leave you one last message, dude.
All right.
Fuck, I forgot what it was. No, it's something really important. Fuck, it was some other YouTuber. Oh yeah, shit, Colossal. Yeah, if he's still in here, get him on, dude. He's like the Jim of the commentary world.
I think I met Colossal at VidCon. If he's here, he could fucking DM me on Twitter and I'll send him a direct link. So
All right. Well,
So,
I'll split then.
all right. Thanks a lot, Hondo. Have yourself a good day, buddy. All right. So apparently everyone's telling me to bring in Beardson. Beardson has been waiting. Beardson.
Hello? Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, you're fat fuck.
Cool.
I'm just kidding. What's going on?
Chilling.
Yeah, nice. So I got an idea to remedy this situation between you
Okay.
and Boogie.
I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
Okay.
Fill me in.
So Boogie is a fat lying piece of shit.
Your opinion?
Whose YouTube career is falling, right? Like, I mean, that's a fact. He's a big pussy. And he doesn't have PTSD, by the way. It's a total fucking lie. And you are a fat fuck whose YouTube career is failing. So why don't you two fat fucks have a huge sumo wrestling match to try to revive your dead fucking YouTube channels? That would be great. I would watch that.
So what you're saying is you want us, two obese Americans, fat fucks in your opinion, to don basically like oversized Depends, cloth Depends.
No, I want you to be clothed because you're both
Really?
disgusting looking.
Really?
Yeah, you're both
If we're gonna do a
disgusting.
fucking sumo thing, you gotta go all out, dude. I gotta be able to like slap the gut and then watch it ripple. That's gotta fucking be a thing, man.
I'd rather not. I'd rather you'd be in like a full body suit.
But you want to see it, so it's like you gotta see the whole thing. I'm not saying like I'm not saying you gotta see.
However you got to do it, however you got to figure it out in your fucking weird headspace. You know, if you want to be naked with Boogie, that's your fucking prerogative, dude.
I don't know, but this is your suggestion. I'm just giving you what you want.
I don't want you to be naked. I told you it's explicit. You were the one insisting that you want to be naked.
No, if
with
you want to
Boogie
do a
because it's
sumo
gay.
match, you got to do a sumo match a certain way, or else it's going to be lame.
Well, I mean, your content's already pretty lame, so you know,
deflection, moving goalposts. Okay, let's move on. Let's move
what
on.
the fuck is this like leftist bullshit? Deflection, like you
It
fucking
is
armchair
deflection.
psychologist.
It is
homo,
deflection.
dude. You fucking arm. Well, you take one fucking introductory to psych class and you think you're a fucking psychologist. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not a psychologist. I'm just I'm just pretty observant. It's pretty funny.
Man, you're just a fat retard.
All right. Come on. Let's move past this. What else do you want to say?
All right, that was really all I had. You're just a fat fucking retard, and Boogie's a fat fucking liar. He doesn't have PTSD, and he's threatening to kill himself every fucking time. Frank had every fucking right to go to his house after he threatened to kill him 800 fucking times. And you suck, and you're fucking lying on Keem's name. Fuck you, and you suck. That's it.
Okay. So
that's it. You're such a pussy, dude. Holy shit.
No,
You're
I
such a pussy.
I
You're just
literally,
like, okay.
I literally don't care what you have to say, though. I don't know you. I have no connection to you.
Something. Yeah, you're just a pussy.
I don't care about you. No, it's like you want to sit there, say your piece. By all means, you can say your fucking piece about it. I'm going to laugh at you because it's ridiculous, and then you can leave. If you want to leave, you can leave. That's something.
I mean, I could sit here and call you a pussy all fucking day.
I would rather you come up with a better argument than that. But you know,
what argument? You're a fat pussy.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Yeah,
a lot of other people don't believe you, but that's fine.
No, a lot of people do believe me. You're a fat pussy and a bitch.
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine, dude. You're such a beta, dude. Holy fucking shit.
Why? Because you want me to get mad and fight you, dude? I don't know you.
Yeah,
I literally don't care.
Let's do it.
I don't care.
I mean,
you came in here
got a
wanting
weight
me.
advantage on me.
That's fine. You know, I got 2 kids and a dad bod. It fucking happens. You know, so it's called life.
It's called being a fat retard is what it is.
Do you have kids during a pandemic? You don't really go very well.
What do you mean during a pandemic? You have all the time in the world to fucking work out and eat healthy.
You don't. Again, how old are you? I'm curious.
How old am I?
Yeah,
I'm 32.
You're 32 years old. Okay, so you don't have kids.
Who said that?
Oh, I'm asking. You're kind of making it out to be like you have like you don't have kids. I'm asking if you have kids.
I'm not telling you anything about me. You're a fat fuck.
Well, I'm just asking an honest question. I mean, by your answer, I'm going to assume that you don't.
I'm married. I have a family.
Okay, so you have a family, but you're not answering yes or no on kids. I'm assuming a dog or a cat.
I'm talking about my kids on the internet.
I don't think you have any kids. I don't think you have any kids.
I don't
think you have a cat. I think you have a cat.
I don't think you have an ounce of fucking testosterone in your body because you're a fucking fat pussy.
Dude, I pumped out 2 kids in less than 3 years. Believe me.
Oh, that doesn't mean
I
shit.
ain't firing blanks. I ain't firing blanks.
No, your wife probably cheated on you, dude.
Nah.
Yeah.
She doesn't go anywhere. We're fucking stuck together all the time. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's such a lame argument. It's you can't even answer a simple question like, do you have a dog, a cat, or kids? It's very simple, and you don't want to answer it, so you're deflecting. Once again, you're deflecting. You're moving goalposts. It's what you do. This is your whole logic.
Again,
this is your whole logic.
This fucking like armchair fucking like dumb lib psychology bullshit.
Oh my god!
Dude.
But you know what's really funny about it, dude? Is it's working because it's getting under your skin and it's triggering you. I don't care.
Triggered.
I don't care. You're super triggered right now. Listen to yourself. Oh, you armchair lib psychologist. Answer a question. You're asking me questions. Answer a fucking question. Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
ask you a single question. I just said you're a fat pussy. I didn't ask you a single question, and I said that you should sumo wrestle fucking whatever the fat fuck liar is.
Okay, so you want me to sumo wrestle Boogie, but you want it to be in like the blow up fat suits. Is that it?
No, you guys don't need it. You got plenty of fucking mass because you fucking both gorge yourself day in and day out.
Okay, so you just want to. Well, okay, so paint me a fucking picture. Like exactly what do you think about this would be? Because I'm kind of curious about this one. So lay it out for me. Give me a solid picture here. Give me a play by play of how you'd want this whole thing to go, and generally what the overall reason for it would be. Like what would be the venue? Would it be like what is it, Staples Center, Madison Square Garden, a fucking field in the woods? Like, would we put it on YouTube?
Oh, you really think you're pulling the Staples Center, dude? You really think you're pulling the fucking?
I mean,
Staples Center?
I'm not Kobe, but fuck it. I'm
not
like, I mean, we're talking. This is a hypothetical scenario. It could literally be
It
on the
doesn't have
top
to
of
be
the
a
fucking
hypothetical
space.
scenario. I think you should fucking do it.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, Boogie,
he's
he's 40. He's in his mid 40s. I'm in my late 30s. He's way bigger than me. I'd be able to outmaneuver him easily. And so it's one of the. So it's
then
like,
why are you afraid? Why are you afraid to do it?
I'm not afraid to do it.
I think you're
It's just I find it to be funny that you would suggest that, but
You're
then
saying,
I'm also
he's bigger than me. Yeah, you're a puss, dude. You're afraid. You're afraid to fucking sumo wrestle Boogie, dude.
I don't think he would sumo wrestle me. I think it'd be
Oh,
funny
so
to like.
you're saying he's afraid then? Is that what you're saying?
Your words.
That was your words. You're saying that you said he wouldn't.
I said I don't think he would do it.
You're afraid.
You said then he would be afraid, or that I'm saying he's afraid.
You said that's what you said. You're like, I don't think he'd fucking do it. I think he's scared. So which is it?
I didn't say I think he's scared. I said I don't think he would do it.
Why not?
Now you're putting
Why
words
not?
in my mouth. Why are you adding things to the conversation that don't need to be there? Oh my god, dude.
Why
Holy
don't
shit.
you think he'd do it? I mean,
'Cause I
both,
don't think-
both your YouTube careers are like fucking tanking. So like, it'd be
Oh,
good,
he's got.
it'd be good content.
Did you not hear him? He's got 250 grand in the bank, dude. I deliver fucking Uber Eats, man. Shit.
Oh, that's
it would be better for me than it would be for him 100%. But
You deliver Uber Eats. That's so fucking pathetic, dude.
I make like $30 an hour, dude. Fuck yeah, man. Are you
so
kidding me?
sad.
Not really at all, man.
Oh.
Fuck, dude. It's great. I got to work my own schedule. I got to hang out with my kids more often. I don't got to deal with all the bullshit from YouTube. It's fucking nice.
Oh, that sucks.
Not really. I've made my money on YouTube.
You know what? I feel so fucking bad for you, dude.
I'm cool with it, man. I think it's fun.
I'm glad you're fucking cool with it, because man, if it were me, I'd fucking blow my brains out.
Well, maybe one day you'll be in my situation and you'll have to make that choice.
I will
yourself.
literally never be in your situation ever. Ever. I promise you. I promise you.
Oh, yeah. What's funny about that is, I got about 6 years on you, dude. You'll get there eventually. You'll
No,
realize life
I will
changes
never
and
be
very-
delivering fucking Uber Eats.
Nah,
dude.
you could do a lot of other
But
things.
then again, I don't fucking like lie about Keem. I don't fucking mass flag videos on YouTube because I'm a fucking
What did I lie about?
bitch.
What I lie about? I never said that. I never said he flagged me or that he's the one who swatted me.
Yeah,
I
you're
told-
just like it's just like such gay. Like you're like, oh, Keemstar got in a fight with me today.
I was asked-
and then
I
later,
was
and then
asked
later
by the
they're like, you're trying to
authorities.
clarify, dude. You're so gay.
No, I was asked by the officers that were taking the report as they were searching my home for potential bombs or my children strapped with bombs to their fucking neck, whatever it was that was called in. And they asked me if I'd gotten into a fight on the internet. I said, yes, here's with who. They said, okay, they wrote it in their report. Then that report went to an actual detective who's on an FBI task force who then followed up with me, and I clarified my position to him. When I was asked that question about who I got into a fight with, I had just literally 5 minutes prior had a shotgun in my face and had the worst scare of my fucking life. So in that moment in time, this wasn't like a deliberate thing. I was being as truthful as I could in that moment. And later on, when I was able to then talk to the detective and go through the process of everything, then we had the conversation. I did not know about anything involving the FBI going to Keem's house because I don't talk to them. I haven't gotten an update in about 3 years.
Oh,
So
man.
you want to sit there and say that I lied, but you can't even really come up with the fucking facts because you're listening to Keemstar, who is clearly manipulating them for his own fucking benefit, which is
I
kind of
trust
what he
him
does.
over you because you fucking flag videos like a homo and
I reported
content
13.
fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
No, you. I mean, okay. I mean, read tweets, fucking whatever, dude.
Then why don't you do it? If it's so easy, then why don't you fucking do it?
Because there's other things I'd rather talk about than just sitting there and like reading
listen to the
someone's
Cope.
tweets.
Listen to the fucking Cope.
No, there's-
anybody could do what Keem's doing, but
Anyone
I just
could
choose,
do
I
what
just,
Keem's doing.
I just
Wow.
choose not to.
Really?
Dude, that's fucking Cope.
Oh my
That's
god,
fucking
man!
Cope, dude.
Oh my, I love that. Like you act like Keemstar sitting there and going like, "What did Jake Paul do today?" It's such fucking high brain work. Oof. Oh, no wonder
Then
this
do it.
conversation
Then
has
do
been
it.
as bad as it
Maybe
is.
maybe your fucking YouTube channel wouldn't fucking tank. Then fucking do it. Why don't you do it instead
I
of
don't
fucking
care
deliver
enough to
Uber
do
Eats
it.
like a fat fuck?
Again, that's not even really an argument. What,
No,
you,
it's
you don't
not.
have
It's not an argument. Yeah, no,
no.
it's not.
Well,
I'm
it's
calling
clearly
you a
not an
fat
argument. You
fuck
don't
and
even
you're-
have any
and I'm
good
calling
points
you
to
a fat
make.
fuck, and you're just like, oh, okay,
You don't-
I am. It's true.
You don't have any points to make, man. You're just throwing out hyperbole and insults and nonsense, and you keep moving the goalposts and deflecting and everything else.
Oh my god!
I mean,
all of the gay terms, dude.
oh my god, it's called knowledge.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Master of fucking knowledge, Matt fucking Jarbo, who's delivering fucking Uber Eats for a living. Yeah,
It is
master
what
of
it is,
fucking
man.
knowledge. Master of fucking knowledge right here. He's real high IQ genius.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. I like it.
I'm glad you do, dude. I'm glad you do. I'm glad that makes you fucking happy. You fucking pathetic fat piece of shit.
I don't really give a shit what you have to fucking say because you've already destroyed your own argument time and time again. So.
Oh yeah, destroyed my own argument. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, 'cause
yeah.
all you've
Whatever.
got
You're
is
fucking
you're fat,
armchair psychology. I get it,
and
dude. You took
that's-
one fucking intro to psych class, and you think you're a fucking genius.
That's your
dude.
third time making that claim. You want to try a new one? You want to try a different one?
No, it's still
Is anything?
applicable.
It's not applicable.
Oh,
It's not
yeah,
applicable,
totally-
actually.
totally still
You're just like what? A lazy ass comedian who's trying to just repurpose the same joke, hoping that you'll be able to score a laugh. That's really all it is. I mean, you're just a bad comedian. I
Oh,
would
is that
say,
what it is? Is that what it is, dude? I'm a
you're
bad
trying to be funny. You're trying to posture. You don't have an argument. You're using lame. Oh, you should go fucking fat sumo each other because you're both retards. It's
Yeah, you
ridiculous.
should. It
And
is
that's
ridiculous.
your best joke so far since being on here. Nothing else you said's been fucking funny. Not even anything's been of value to fucking have a conversation over. Like that's really about it. You bring nothing to the table.
Wow.
Period.
Congrats. You got
So-
you finally got it. Wow. Look, he got to the bottom of the
Oh,
fucking
good.
case.
Well, because I like having a conversation here, which is why I do this whole fucking thing. So
Yeah, it's obviously not for the fucking money. It's why you're delivering fucking Uber Eats, dude. Nobody fucking likes your shitty ass content. And I
Again-
gave you a fucking $1 million idea. Give you a fucking $1 million idea, and you don't want to fucking do it because you're too scared of fucking Boogie.
I'm not. Again, you keep trying to imply things that aren't real. Like
You sound fucking scared, dude.
I
don't
no,
know.
I'm confused because I'm wondering if you ate paint chips as a child. You just like did you live under power lines?
Hilarious joke.
Are you just are you just functionally stupid because you just keep saying the same shit over and over again? You ever heard of the definition of insanity? Saying the same things over and over and over again, and
Oh my
hoping
god,
something
that's
will
the most-
change.
that's the most Reddit fucking thing I've ever heard in my whole life, dude. Well, why don't you read me some more fucking quotes off of fucking our philosophy, dude? That's so.
I would
so
rather
fucking good.
I would rather
So
get
fucking
them
good.
from the fucking fortune cookie at Panda fucking Express. That'd be fucking funnier.
Oh, that was a great joke, dude.
It's funnier than literally anything else you've
No.
said. All right. I've wasted enough time on that guy. All right, Colonel J, what's going on, man?
Hey Matt, what's up?
Not too much. Just having a fun conversation. What's on your mind, man?
Well, I guess don't mind Beerton so much. He's one of those alt-right Nick Fuentes catboy types. So
Is he gonna like suck a big black fucking dildo on stream? Is that what he's gonna do? Or is he gonna is he gonna get flown to Chicago to go on a 12-hour date?
it'll be ironic when he does it. So it's
Okay. So it'll be ironic. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it's totally fine when he does it because it's meant to be funny.
I guess that's the joke. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get down to business.
All right.
Was Boogie justified?
Firing the shot? No, not at all. He had, Frank looking at the body language. He was being erratic, but he never made the moves towards him when you can tell there was at least some social distancing between the two. Had he made a step towards Boogie to come and strike him, Boogie then would have been justified in putting him down. Firing off the warning shot when he's that far away I don't think they can argue it.
Okay,
But then
that's all I really wanted to know.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks a lot, man. Have a good one. All right. What do we got here? We got the G Million. What's going on? I can hear you.
Oh, I didn't know it was me. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just
Hey,
kind of going through the list here. There's a lot of people.
Yeah. I think Boogie was wrong because one, you don't need permission to make videos about other content creators and other public figures, and the way that he was acting today, he always goes off on his he always, what I'm trying to say is he always feeds the trolls. If he just leaves the trolls alone, I'm pretty sure he would have a lot better time on YouTube.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you on that one. I think that's a fair amount of it as well. Is like, don't let him get to you. That took me a long time,
right,
to get to that point. And then, like, you just have to not let them get under your skin. I mean, I guess it's, where I'm at and where he is are two vastly different places. He has a lot more eyes on him. A lot more bigger people have taken shots at him. I understand that. And as always, like, I've always just wanted Boogie to embrace who he truly is. And then just basically, I like his gaming content quite a bit. So I would like, I think he'd be having more fun on that thing. But there is clearly a lot of mental health issues that came, and there's stress that this job produces a fuckload of stress, on a lot of people. And so I get that, and I get the etiquette thing, and I understand all that shit. The thing with it is, though, is like, he was going around trying to get people to offer up advice. Dude, that same year at VidCon, I spent an hour talking to their product team, and I asked them all sorts of questions. And here's the thing. They're all compartmentalized. They don't know what the other hand is doing, and they don't care. They don't care because it's not of a value to them to care. And the biggest thing from last year, or maybe 2 years ago, no, it would have been last year, I think. Sorry, my brain's kind of fried. Like, it wasn't the etiquette thing that would have gotten the biggest result out of YouTube. It would have been our biggest response. It was James Charles's situation, because James Charles, like a couple days before Toddy put out that video that cost him 3 million subs, he was at the Met Gala in New York with Susan Wojcicki herself. They know each other. And I said at the time, when that whole thing went down, like, they fucking know each other, and we're going to see some shit roll downhill as a result of that. And nothing really did, because Toddy didn't pay at all. James Charles didn't, what's his name? Not James Charles. Who's the other guy? The other makeup guy with the tattoos?
I don't know.
Fuck it, doesn't matter. Yeah, I should know his name. I'm pretty sure I know. I know it if I heard it, but I don't give a fuck. Shane Dawson hangs out with him all the time. Jeffree Star, that's it. Jeffree Star. Jeffree went out there, made claims that James Charles was basically a pedo or a sex offender. Never had to answer for any of that shit. All that shit went under the fucking rug, right? So they swept it up. They jannied it up. And I thought that would have the best chance of getting the kind of response that Boogie and other people would be looking for as a result of that. But the truth of the matter is, when there's money on the field, when there's money in play, they don't fucking care. And that's where YouTube is in 2019 and 2020 and beyond. They don't care. So it's unfortunate, but that is the reality. And I've gone to YouTube's headquarters in LA to ask them about this. Got the same answer I got at VidCon. I've talked to partner managers. I've talked to the head of their creator insider team. They don't care. I have done the legwork. I've done the journalism.
With
Boogie?
What do you think is going to happen with this channel after this?
Well, it's entirely possible that because of what happened with the influencers that were doing shit on Instagram, and they lost their monetization on their channel just last week. I forget the whole story of that one. There is a decent likelihood that this could have ramifications if it blows up into being something bigger. I don't know if it will, but when you have mainstream media talking to Keemstar today about the footage, about what's going on, it has a potential to actually do that. And Boogie has been very open with what happened, which may actually work to his detriment, because I understand his position of being open, but it might be best in a legal and business perspective to keep the mouth shut. But I see why he did what he did. I don't fault him for doing what he did, but that is the reality of the situation as I see it.
Yeah, I just kind of wish he didn't feed the trolls as much. I think he would be a lot happier person. But
yeah,
like, I don't know him as much as you guys do. But like, one of the reasons why I stopped watching him is because it's like mental breakdown after mental breakdown. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I want to watch good content on YouTube, not people's personal problems.
Yeah, I understand that. So I don't quite know why you're here if you want good content, but I appreciate you being here anyway, man.
No, like I liked your content, like for a long time, like since the Gamergate. Like I don't, like
My appreciation.
Like, I don't hold like, you know, you flagging other people's content personal, you know.
Sure. No, I do appreciate that one. I'm hoping to just kind of keep the lines of dialogue open. That's my whole goal with this shit. So, but hey, I mean, I gotta blaze
let
through
the
like
other person go through.
yeah, a bunch of. But thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it, dude. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk again soon. All right. Okay. Let's see. All right. Who else is here? Kent Lyons. Are you there?
Yes, I am here. Hey,
How
Matt, how are you doing, buddy?
I am okay. I'm good.
Good. I just kind of really want to get really serious for a second.
Sure. Like you want to like drop the lights and take the bass down and
I really just kind of want to just kind of understand. For my friend Nick Rakita, he killed himself over the weekend, actually in Vegas, and
Nick Rakita killed himself.
He did. And I mean, like, I understand that Boogie's going through a lot of really tough times right now, but I don't understand why other people have to kind of make a big thing about it.
Explain what you mean.
Because I am getting really, really personally affected by the death of another person.
And that would be Minnesota lawyer Nick Rakita.
A different Nick Rakita.
Yeah, a different Nick Rakita.
There's a lot of Nicks out there. There's a lot of Nicks who are actual lawyers out there.
Okay, but is their last name Rakita? Because you said Rakita specifically.
No, Rakita.
Nick Rakita. So it's not Nick Rakita.
Not
Nick Rakita. Okay.
Nick Rakita.
Okay.
And so, like, if I'm going to be trying to get myself back to normal, if I'm trying to understand what it means to be a real person, I might just have to kill myself to, you know, to essentially simp for Nick Rakita. That's
well, I would advise against that particular train of thought. I would recommend contacting local mental health professionals who would be better served at helping you.
You talked to Boogie today, and he was saying that, hey, like, you know, I was about to kill myself because of somebody else and all this harassment. Because, like, you know, Nick Rakita is getting so much harassment. Boogie's gotten so much harassment. Why don't we just all, like, you know, commit, you know, like, or do what's best for us? For me right now, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Matt.
I'm sorry that you're not happy.
Well, was Boogie happy?
Probably not, but that could be a number of different factors. So I guess we have to kind of isolate what makes you not happy. And you said it's the death of your friend is
like, when I have a man who just comes up to my house and just like flips me off and just starts yelling slurs at my face. I mean, like, it destroys me.
I understand that. Who came to your house and put slurs in your face? Are you referring to Boogie?
His name was Nate Massel. Nate Massel came to my house, and if you look it up in the database of very, very, very bad people, I think probably terrorists, in all honesty. Nate Hassel come up to my place and just was like, and just started flipping me off and saying really mean words to me. What should I do?
Contact the authorities for harassment. That would be your first step.
That would be an amazing first step, but we've already defunded the police. What should we do when the police are like 20, 30 minutes away?
Well, you can always contact the sheriff, which generally doesn't get caught up in these defunding acts. So you have your county sheriff. You also have your state patrol, and they would also be able to respond if necessary.
But this also might ruin my career, honestly, because
how would you standing up to somebody would ruin your career? I'm just
I don't want to ruin my career.
Okay.
at
What do you
all.
do? What do you do?
I actually have I have a website where people pay me to do things. Maybe do things that are very unsavory, but however, I don't want to show it. Like this,
Like
this
like
is me.
OnlyFans? Do you have an OnlyFans?
Not OnlyFans,
Okay.
of course not.
So it's
Absolutely.
not pornographic in nature. It's just very like
Pornographic in
dehumanizing.
nature. I maybe do bodily functions upon other people, but however, it doesn't affect me. It's what they want. This is what they want for me to do to them.
And you think
But
that
it has nothing to do. However, if they understand that I am now getting in altercations with other people, they may be a little bit possibly upset. They may think that like, hey, I am now if in Frank's own words, which by the way, he is a harasser, I may be hassling another hassler. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Like, I am here just for love. I'm here for everybody just to love each other, and maybe I can give love to others through certain things that I can do. But that's besides the point. I don't know, I don't like the fact that you're trying to derail this.
I'm not trying to
at all.
derail. I'm not trying to derail anything. I'm actually trying to get the heart of the problem. So let's take a quick step back, because you made an interesting statement there. So you said that you want to provide love to people through the things that you do, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So
yes, of course.
Maybe that could be if you are afraid of of losing something, maybe perhaps divert your attention into things that you. How exactly would you love to people with the things that you do? It's kind of a vague statement.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit. You said how to be loved for the things that I do.
Yeah, how would you provide love to others for the thing, because it's a vague statement.
Well, Matt, there's some things that some people do perhaps provide like sexual gratification and don't want to, any terms of service for anybody. But like maybe through penetration or through sexual gratification, but I provide something else. I provide a little bit of through the other way.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I do. However,
Okay.
like though people are, like some people may think that they are degenerates, if you will.
Sure.
I provide actual like love that they can't get from their real partners. And because like they think it may be unhygienic or gross or just not what they really want to give, but I give it to them, and then they can go back home and then enjoy. But we're getting way off topic right now, Matt. Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to understand overall, like what it is that.
I would say that we all have different points of our community, whether you be, like in the escort service or whatever the case may be.
Sure.
But if you are just going to be making a point of potentially doing harm to yourself, just because you are not very happy with how your base or the table that you will is responding to you, I don't think that just killing yourself to make a point that the Akita killed himself.
Sure.
Let's get down to it.
Sure. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Big joke. I'm sorry, man. That is absolute bullshit. That is the worst thing that anybody could ever do. You are disgracing a name. I don't even care. I don't give a fuck about Akita. But the fact that he's saying that, oh, I'm a YouTuber who's been around for years, and all of a sudden now you're going to say, I'm going to be drowning myself in sleeping pills, because he's going to have to eat 6 bottles of sleeping pills just to kill himself.
Well,
and he thinks that's a good way to honor the name of a dead YouTuber. I cannot agree with that at all.
I get what you're saying, and I understand. I understood what you were going for. I was just having a little bit of fun with it.
I know, me too.
Like I heard you breaking, and I was clearly breaking. Yes, I get it. I 100% agree with you. I don't think like, look, when I had my fallout, I talked about like I was in a bad headspace, and the thing was for like a while I was contemplating suicide because I was like just as I was so stressed and I didn't have an outlet. And the thing is though is like I made that choice to go and then seek therapy and then be taught coping mechanisms and things like that. And that was my journey. And I would say that if you are in a position where this is what you feel you're going to do, your best bet is to then just get the fuck off the internet. If you've got the money to live and you don't need it, then get the fuck off the internet.
Matt, I do. If you don't mind me asking, and I hate to interrupt you,
sure.
The idea of suicide, and I don't want to just put that word out there. But,
no, it's fine. It's kind of the nature of the conversation.
Is the idea of suicide very like persistent amongst YouTubers? Because I would personally disagree. I know I kind of asked a question.
No, I don't think that I don't think it's persistent. So I can't speak to everybody or anyone else. I can only speak for myself. And in my particular situation, what it was just insane amounts of stress. So I bought a house. My girlfriend quit her job. We moved to the woods. She got pregnant. This was all literally a month after the adpocalypse. I was in escrow closing on my house when the adpocalypse hit. And all of a sudden I'm like, I have this property. I have this house. I'm the only income coming in right now. And I've got a kid on the way. And then it didn't get any better, right? YouTube didn't get any better for a long time, because they were still figuring it out and they left us all in the dark. So that pressure and it just kept mounting and mounting and mounting. And then you just start that, and then they started changing the algorithms. And so videos were getting less and less views, and that's causing more and more stress. And then you're trying to figure out, can I pay for this? Am I going to be able to pay for this? And it becomes this massive problem. And then if you don't figure out ways to cope, if you don't figure out ways to manage that stress, it will then start to manifest itself in other ways. And that's kind of what happened to me. Is I just was like having those thoughts because I didn't know what to do. And it just seemed like a solution. And that was me. Other people I can't speak for, but I know that the idea of YouTube and YouTubers having mental health problems, I think a lot of it is this. This is coming from when I lived in LA. If you ever, you watch these shows where you've got like a celebrity, like a Paris Hilton type, and she's got her assistant, her stylist, her publicist, her manager, her agent, everyone's around her, right? Everyone. She's got 10 people around her at all times, musicians, sports stars. They all have these kind of groups. Those people are there to insulate those celebrities from the real world. They are there to provide emotional support and mental support and to keep them on track. They literally cocoon these people in order to allow them to work without the distraction. That is what they do.
With a lot of money being
with a fuckload of money. Yeah, with a fuckload of money at play. Now look at YouTubers. YouTubers, we're by ourselves, oftentimes alone in a room. How many hours a day? It depends on the person. So we're already isolated. Most of our time is spent talking to people. We're never going to see their face. We're never going to hear their voice. We don't know anything about them, but we put so much of ourself out there. And then they comment. We like good comments. You get the dopamine effect, all that shit. But if that turns, and then now you're not getting the, hey, I like your video, but you're a fat piece of shit. One time it's one thing, but it becomes death by 1,000 cuts. And so they starts to just grind on them and wear them down. And then they just get bitter and cynical and resentful. And that's my take on it. And I've talked to a lot of people that have been in various stages of this because they've realized that they've built, especially in the Gamergate community, in the skeptic community, because we were all kind of going one direction. And then a lot of us are actually lefties and we're not going right. It's a weird thing, but this is me being honest though. It's like I built up a lot of Trump supporters back in 2016 because I was anti-Hillary, not pro-Trump, but anti-Hillary. And so when I started criticizing Trump, I would lose a lot of those people, especially at the time, as I just mentioned, 2017, adpocalypse, all that shit. Then you feel compelled to hold on by absolutely, going down that same path that you also may not want to do anymore. And so then you feel like you're forced into a box that you can't get out of. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of what it is.
No, I understand exactly where you're coming from. And I guess maybe because the career that you've chosen and, you know, people like Boogie has chosen, or even whatever, we can go down the list as long as we want, is that your career is 100% in the limelight. And that is also a choice that you made, and maybe
Very
not
true.
a choice you wanted, but it did occur. And so just like the problems that I have with my job, with my clients yelling at me for X, Y, and Z reason, I can understand how it gets to you. It gets to me and all of my coworkers. We all yell at each other or with each other about how terrible our clients are. So I can understand that. I would just say that when you're dealing with the internet, as long as Boogie or I'm sorry, Matt, I'm fairly familiar with you, not very familiar with you. I'm not sure.
I'm no one important. I've been around on this channel since 2012.
That's a like, and I'm sure like you're about as old as I am, and you've been doing this for a long time. The internet is one of those kind of things where it's like, hey, yeah, like you're getting bullshit thrown at you and you just kind of wave it off. But maybe if you're a content creator, which I've been for a little bit, not nearly as long as you have, it's easier in the early stages, but as it gets longer and longer and longer, it could cause a whole bunch of problems. Yeah. I can completely understand that, but I just don't think that using the fact that you're a content creator and using the fact that you are a producer and you're in the limelight, that you can just start going off. But I also have a theory, and correct me if I'm wrong. Being a creator in the limelight, you're kind of like a type A, different personality than most.
Yeah, I mean, it becomes like I was telling earlier, the idea there that you kind of have your one personality over here and your other personality over here, like they combat each other. And maybe I'm not understanding your point correctly. I've been at this for almost 3 hours, so my brain is literally getting fried. But yeah, it's a lot of, I'm trying to think the best way to describe it. It's a lot of, you put yourself out there. You constantly put yourself out there, and you may not always get the chance to recharge, because a lot of us work every day, like every day, and we do, like I'm a workaholic. Like this job has turned me into a workaholic, to where if I take a day off, I legitimately, like, not anymore, but back a couple years ago, if I took a day off, I felt guilty. I felt fucking guilty. I'm like, I should be working.
Well, you should, though, from taking a day off, like, unless you're doing 7-day uploads. Yeah, like,
I do 7-day uploads. Yeah, I do.
Schedule, yeah, you should feel guilty. Yeah. That's what all of us in the fucking work section of the world, the people that work 9 to 5. Yes, we do feel that.
No. I right now I'm working with the Census Bureau, and so like I do a lot of work there, and I put in my hours, and I like what I do.
I didn't realize you had a second job.
No, I do that, and I also do food delivery, because this channel, I don't make shit on this channel. Last month I made $175. I do this for fun. I just do this for fucking fun, and that's where it is. Like I don't care. It's like, look, do I enjoy the concept of Boulder Talk Radio? Yeah, fuck yeah. Am I leaning into a meme because of some shit from 2 years ago? Fuck yeah. I'm just having fun with this shit. But at the same time, like, I probably have to go in like 20 minutes because I got to be up early with my kids. So I have shit, I have a life. I have things that I do. I do this in my off time. And, tonight was a bit of a shit show, but it was entertaining nonetheless. I
like it.
Yeah, I mean, more people are coming in who I think might get a kick out of just kind of hanging out and bullshitting and whatnot. So,
all right, then, since I know you only have 20 minutes, then, because I gave my best, like, this is serious, I'm going to kill myself kind of voice. Like, this is what I really like. I need to change YouTube because my name's Boogie and I hate the fact that Akita killed himself. Matt, I would love for you to give you your best serious YouTube voice.
All right. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, what the fuck?
No.
I fucked it up.
That's just deep. That's just deep. No,
I can't do serious.
I want a serious fucking YouTube voice and kick me the fuck out of here. I want you.
See, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not going to be able to do it. It's just I'm not. It is. I know I'm fucking up the bit. I apologize. But all right, dude, call back again sometime if you ever make your way back around the side of the internet, and
All right,
and we'll
sounds
try it then. All right, thanks a lot, dude. Have yourself a good one.
Show. Bye.
Bye. All right. Let's see here. I'm just gonna run through some fucking people because we've got people fucking still coming in. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Let's see. Curtis.
Hey, Matt, I'm going to keep it short and to the point.
All right.
After having watched some restreams of what's his face, Boogie with this whole firearm thing, he made some serious mistakes. Not the least of which is in almost no jurisdiction can you fire a warning shot.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's the first one. Second one is that frankly he made lots of threats, and he never once said that he was in fear for his life. It's going to kind of really downplay any kind of self-defense.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I understand that. I mean, he's been threatened multiple times. He may not have vocally said it, but he clearly was feeling it, I would say.
I believe I'm there too, but I'm saying from a juror standpoint, from an independent standpoint, if you're watching this, if you get called on the jury and you're watching that video, it's going to be real hard to say that he was in fear because he took the time to put his dog away. You know, he's sitting there making threats constantly. And then instead of calling the cops, he comes to the door with a firearm with his finger on the trigger. I'm a concealed carry holder. I studied the firearms law in the last state I was in for years because of this kind of stuff. Just moved, so I haven't studied as much here. But definitely going to be really, really hard to pull off that he was in fear for his life because he did not ever indicate that he was.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see ultimately what the authorities say on this
pretty
one.
much.
I think at this point it's that whole notion of we have to wait and see what the investigation unfolds and whether or not there's any charges filed. I don't think there will be, but then again, I am usually not correct in these instances.
I'm hoping there's not. I'm hoping they just look at this and say this is a pair of web autists that were just setting each other off, or as a particular internet lawyer kind of commented on tonight, there is a good possibility that this was a shoot.
What do you mean?
Was that both of them were in on it, and that they're playing it up.
So the anime lawyer is saying exactly what I was asking questions about earlier.
Yeah,
apparently, what was it? Fucking Bo Blacks, who I like. Bo Blacks, by the way, was all like Matt asking questions is like Holocaust denial. Like, fucking, are you? Yeah.
No,
I mean, yeah.
He did bring that up, that there was a possibility that this could be a shoot. The only thing I had to say was that gunshot did not sound very like a gunshot.
I don't know, man. It was through speakers. I wasn't there. I don't know, but I'll have to go back and listen to Recade's take on it. Even though I'll have to find that later on. But
he's actually got a short on it too.
Okay, I'll have to check it out.
He did, but he didn't go over. He went over the whole thing. It's just like I said. I really don't like Boogie, because he's kind of left wing for me, even more so than you are. That being said, I feel for the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know he's gotten bullied by multiple people. We've all heard your story of what happened with him and what's her face at VidCon.
Oh yeah, the Anita thing. That was wonderful, man.
I don't call them by name.
Yeah, I know. You have nicknames for him, and you're like that one lady with the hair and the face and the shit.
Yeah. I don't call them by name because, frankly, I don't think they deserve a name. That's just what it is. But the problem with it is that he does kind of sometimes instigate it.
Well, he might disagree with you on that one, but I see your point.
He might, and the problem is that he interacts with people that he says are fans. I don't know if he realizes they're not fans, or if he's doing it to generate views. I can't say. I wouldn't want to. That being said, like I said, I'm just hoping that nothing legal happens regarding this, because frankly, there are some issues there. So
everyone's like ban Vito. I'm like, I just made Vito a mod.
I saw that. I was like, yeah, there you go.
Because I watched him get timed out so many times tonight. So
hey, you know me. I don't ban people unless they're really, really getting bad. I'll time them out if they're spamming. And yes, I'm talking about you. Okay, not
all right.
What's his face? But I can't remember his name now. Euros MC. I timed him out because he was spamming Gator stuff.
Yeah, I've watched that. No, morning. I don't think Gator's here. If Gator's here, there's a link.
Yeah.
All right, man.
No,
well, hey,
anyway,
I gotta blaze through this because I gotta get to bed here pretty soon.
No problem, man. I'll catch you later.
Thanks a lot, Curtis. Talk soon, buddy.
Bye.
Thanks a lot. All right, let me just kind of run through. We got Biohazard Fallout. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, Matt?
Oh, it's been a night. What's on your mind, bro?
So I just wanted to bring up how, like, when Boogie came on, he started to try and like bully your ass about like, oh, you're talking, you're spreading this story like it's fake and this and that. And it's like, who wouldn't think, at least in the back of their mind, a little bit, right? Like, think about it. Like the day before, they have this big fucking Keemstar interview where he's like making threats against him. Come to my house, I'll fucking shoot you. Like, this is so over the top. Like, who says this stuff, then actually comes out, pulls a gun and shoots it, right? Like, especially someone like Boogie, right? If I were to think like Boogie in like this situation seems like an alternate universe, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The real universe, Boogie would have just went in the house, saw that he was there, called the police. The police would have came and they would have just dealt with it, right? But this, it's like, bang, whole lot of publicity, whole lot of stuff for everyone. But then again, you know, like that Frank Castle guy, I wouldn't put it past him to just show up and cause shit to drum up some interest for him, right?
And I think he's probably going to end up, coming back. I don't think it's done yet. But I know asking questions apparently is only bad when I do it.
Yeah, because I mean, like everyone in the back of their mind, like thought like there was some level of like, this could be bullshit. This could be staged, right? Because like it was just set up that way. And then especially right after that happening, he like gives the green light to Keemstar. Yeah, release all this evidence that could, potentially put me in jail.
Yeah, like, there are questions.
Yeah, like,
I mean, he was very passionate though, and so I'm gonna take his word for it. But
and let's just say maybe he's not in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can
understand that. That's why I think, if it does end up like going to court and stuff like that, I have a strong hunch that like not much is going to happen. Because he kind of started it to some degree, right? Like if you were a judge and jury, you would be like, yeah, this guy is clearly the antagonizer. He's picking on this mentally ill guy or who claims to be mentally ill, right? Like that doesn't look good from like a normie standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah,
like on the internet, like we're like, oh yeah,
on a semi-regular basis, you're probably a deep-seated narcissist, because you just really like people to know you exist, and when that turns into something good or bad, it can manifest itself in terrible ways. But hey, man, I got a few more people to jump into. I'm just gonna
one last comment that Beardson guy made me cringe into my seat. Like that was so he's like, I'm 32. Like, no, he sounded like 22 and he's a Ralph Pay pig. Like, enough said.
Somebody sent me a photo of him. So they're like, this is what he looks like. And I'm like, okay, I don't care.
You fucking buried that kid. Good job.
It is what it is, man. But thanks a lot for calling in. I know I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, man. Have a good
night. Have a good one, man. All right. Vinny Mac, you're on. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up? What's up,
not much. Just running through everyone as fast as I can. Real quick, what's on your mind? We're gonna try to speed around this shit.
Real quick. I just wanted to put my 2 cents on this whole situation.
Sure.
Damn, dude, everybody's just like a bunch of looky-loos just wanting to get involved in this whole situation with Boogie, huh?
I mean, yeah, I can't really like discount myself from that because I mean, I did talk about it, but the thing is, it's actually news. When it comes to YouTube, it's actually interesting, and it can have widespread effects.
Yeah, I've been watching Boogie for a long time, and then like a lot of other people have been saying, like they got tired of his his complaining, you know, about his, you know, his mental illness and all that. And then I kind of felt bad for him. And then when this happened, I kind of agree with what you were saying about like the whole situation with you know, like it being kind of a shoot.
Yeah.
And it just seems kind of odd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I get that.
And then like how he came in all defensive and stuff. It was like, yo, man. Like,
I mean, I get it. I get it. Like he was ticked off. I probably could have handled it a little bit better. I wasn't, you know, like he's frustrated. It's like when people, you know, were like telling me like, oh, you didn't get swatted, or you made it up, you know, like that shit pissed me off because I did not make it up, and that's something that really fucked with me. So it's, you know, thankfully there's precautions you can take, so the likelihood of it happening again is very fucking low. Because like, you know, you call everyone, trust me. If you make content online, literally contact everyone, every agency you can think of, and let them know, and that will save your ass a lot of trouble. That's my pro YouTuber tip. But
you guys are veterans of this shit. You guys
we're veterans of a massive.
I've been watching you guys a long time, all you guys.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, man.
Real quick, I just want to say, I messaged you that one time about being an essential worker during this whole pandemic.
On Twitter?
No, on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And I just wanted to say, man, it was it's been hell going through this.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. I've been doing the census work for the last couple months, and I have to wear like a mask and like go. I have to walk onto people's property with no trespassing signs, who are already adverse to the government, wearing a mask, and then knock on their door and go, "Hi, I'm from the government. Can I get your personal information, please?"
Oh, fuck, bro.
During an election year. Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. It's fucking wild. I like it. My boss likes me too. He's like, I'm gonna put you on my special strike force to go get the hard to reach cases. And then he tells me, but now you're the only one working in this district. And I'm all like, cool. anyone who's like, I'm not gonna tell you shit. I'm just gonna like look at him and go, I'll be back tomorrow. Flick a cigarette, walk away, go, yeah. No, it's not like that. It's pretty chill, like 98% of the time. But all right, man. Hey, thanks for calling in, dude. Call in again 100%, and we'll talk again soon, all right?
I'll be in next time, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Thanks a lot, Vinny. Have a good one, dude. All right, let's see. John 96, you're on the air, man. How you doing? All right, he's muted. I'm going to... Oh, wait, hold on. Are you there? John?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You're a little low, but I can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll talk closer to the laptop. I think I really found it a bit disrespectful the way Boogie was, you know, interrupting you when you were trying to explain your points. And I kind of joined in a bit late, but it seems to me like he's broken a few laws.
Yeah, there's definitely that. There's that idea. We'll have to wait for the district attorney to decide what they want to do with it, but you know, I mean,
my biggest issue was he kind of shot himself in the foot by inviting like the Frank dude over, and then instead of, you know, staying inside his house, he opened the door.
Yeah, no, I can hear you, man. Is there any way to talk a little bit louder? Because it's
way to, like...
the audience is having check your settings real quick, and it should allow you to have audio, and you might be able to raise the settings on your internal mic. If not, if not, you may want to.
I can talk like this. Is that better?
It's a little bit better. I don't have OBS. This is not OBS, so this is coming in through the browser.
Is it better now?
It's a little bit, yes, but I just want to blaze through everyone here real quick. So let's get your last point out. I appreciate you calling on in, but what's the last thing you want to say?
I honestly think that Boogie has been kind of manipulating a little bit today and gaslighting you. That's my last point.
Okay. I mean, I see your point, and I don't necessarily disagree, which is why I just let him talk. You know,
yeah, I understand.
I get it, man. I like Boogie still. I don't have any ill will towards him one bit. Actually, I kind of respect him more for fucking chewing me out, to be honest. You know, like, all right, we can bant. But and he hasn't blocked me yet, so that's the other thing too.
Hey, that's a start.
I've been kind of checking. I've been sly checking. Am I blocked yet? Am I blocked yet? All right, man. Well, hey, thanks a lot for calling in. Definitely calling again another time. All right.
All right, cool.
All right, have a good one. Okay, MDK.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
What's going on, man? I like your little avatar there. You're playing some Mario.
Yeah, playing me some Bing Bing Wahoo.
Oh,
anyway, just
my
wanted
goodness.
to let you know. Appreciate you for taking the whole Boulder meme in stride. Very cool of you. I don't think any of this is fake. Knowing the history between like Frank Hassel, MDE, that whole sort of ordeal, I know they look sketchy. I think they were both just kind of weenies trying to look tough to one another. Like history with Frank Hassel, I saw a video where he's like pretending to be a baby crawling up to random people in a park, and he put some old guy in a headlock. I don't think he's faking.
Okay, I saw a video of his today where he was at a store trying to convince a guy that like he was really a woman.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
So, I mean, like, I kind of get like his thing. And then I was remembering Jace Connors, the Desert Beagle guy from a couple years ago. And I'm like, okay, so I get the MDE approach to things. And I'm like, that would be an angle that they would take. But it's like, you figure like he didn't break character. So I guess like that's something to kind of like, I guess, give him a bit of credit on. You know, he's got a guy with a gun pointed at him.
I mean,
and he didn't break character. So, that might go down. Like I said, I think in my earlier statement, like this could only elevate everybody. You know, like
that whole group of people, they stand their ground. It's hard to tell where the joke starts and where it ends.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. I just got a blazer. I got to piss so fucking bad. And people
Go
keep
for it,
coming
man. You
in.
got a ton of people to go through.
I know, man. I appreciate you coming on in. Thanks a lot, MDK. Have yourself a good one, man.
You too.
Thank you. All right. Morder. You're on the air.
What's up, man?
Not
Can
too
you hear
much,
me?
dude. Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's on your mind, real quick?
Okay, so first of all, greetings from Poland, by the way. Beardson, you are just fucking lame. I had to bring that out because that
Sure.
was just fucking embarrassing to listen to, honestly. Is the whole situation fake? I don't think so. Did Boogie overreact? Absolutely. I think that's the main gist of it. I mean, I don't get much about like the real reality of living in the United States with the gun laws, with how the police works and stuff like that. I'm far away from you, and I want to stay far away from you, if you don't mind.
Oh, you
I
want to
like
stay
what-
far? You want to stay far away from me?
Far away from no, far away from United States.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I don't blame you, dude. Because I'm like, even if you were like, oh yeah, you suck, Matt. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand that, sir. That's fine. I get that. Keep your distance. Social distancing is key. Wear a mask. We're both going to be just fine. We're going to survive this together. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I've
how
been
we're gonna
staying
do
at
it.
home for 6 months. I had enough of social distancing, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I know, man. That's why I like doing the food delivery, because the food delivery allows me to talk to people. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
at least you get to get out of your fucking house, don't you?
yeah. Otherwise, I'd just be on the internet all night long. Oh wait, what's what I do anyway?
Yeah, I'm just talking with my Ukrainian coworkers in my corporation while working from home office. So yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, you got to do it. But hey, man, I'm just gonna last thing you want to say. I'm just gonna blaze through these people. So
That's a general gist. I just don't want to take too much of your time. Have a good one.
all right, you too, man. Thank you so much. Be safe in Poland. All right. And
Yeah,
hey,
thanks, you too.
sneak me out a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 early, okay? That's my
I
mission
can't
for you.
afford that shit, dude. You know how bad is it in here? You know how much we're getting paid in Poland for corpo work, dude. I can't afford that.
Okay, well, so break and steal 2 copies. One for you, one for me. I think that will be fine. I'll cover. Yeah, it's all good, dude. Good. All right, man. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good one, man.
You too. Thanks.
Bye. All right. Thank you very much, Mortar. All right. Murderer has been waiting as well.
It's murdered.
Murderer. Sorry.
This is that second.
I got
Hey
it.
man,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm doing okay. I got to piss.
I
real
called in
fucking
because your
bad.
mods, they're just out of control, bud.
I've been watching them, and I'm getting ready to fucking demod everybody. except
I'm
for Vito.
shadow banned, and I was just taking up for Chetnik. He said he thought the mods were a pedo furry cabal, and they banned him. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. He was just asking questions, and then they banned me. No, I said that just makes him look right. And then and it was Phantom Organization. He's just Kitty Style with the haircut. You probably don't know who that is.
No, Phantom. I know who Phantom is. He's a mod. He's
No, I
actually
know,
in-
but you don't know Kitty Style, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't. He's actually Phantom is in the back room right now. I can see him.
Yeah, he's I don't.
dabbing.
Maybe
He's
he knows who Kitty Style is. You could find him, but he's just Kitty Style with the haircut. He really is slightly more successful, though.
All right, man. So I'll tell the mods to calm it the fuck down because I think the mods do need to calm it the fuck down a little bit.
Well, before I know you got to pee and you want to go and all that
it's
stuff.
so
I was listening. But when Boogie was telling you, he's like, I was swatted like 6 or 7 times last year. You know that Kiwi Farms Freedom of Information acted the body cam footage and found out Boogie wasn't even home. They were wellness checks and they talked to his roommate. Boogie was at a con or something. He wasn't swatted at all. And you just let him sit there and lie and capitulated to him.
I
time
didn't
and
know
time
any of that
again.
information, so
Huh?
I didn't know any of that information.
Yeah, that's what I guessed while I was sitting here thinking about it, waiting to talk.
Yeah, no, I didn't. You'd be amazed at how much I don't pay attention to. So, like,
There's a lot of information.
yeah, there's a
I
lot
mean,
of stuff. Yeah.
It's just he sits there and he lies and you kind of got on your knees for a little bit there. I mean, even not that for a while. I mean, how was it under Boogie's gun? Shady, cold, moist, damp? What?
Surprisingly smelling like lavender. I was really impressed with that.
I
Yeah.
like your answer, Matt. That was great. One more thing, and then I'll go. It's just the how he was the one of the highest paid actors for a while. He might still be. How the fuck does that not make him a movie star? And who died and made you the person who chose him for a movie star?
All right. I'll quickly red pill you on why The Rock isn't a movie star. Real quick. So I'm not saying he's not rich and famous or that he's an actor. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is when you look at the value of someone as being a movie star, you look at what they bring to a franchise, because now we're in franchise world. We're no longer in single film world. The Rock had to join in Fast and Furious at their number 5th entry, isn't even in the 9th entry, got his own spin-off, like took forever to get the spin-off, which didn't even gross more than I think 600 million when it should have easily been $1 billion movie.
Highest paid actor.
That doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
Everybody else thinks he's a movie star. They pay him like one.
They pay him, yeah, and you know what? They overpay. They really overpay. Okay, I'll give you another example. Jumanji, right? Jumanji's an ensemble film. Okay, it's not a Rock vehicle. It's an ensemble movie.
It's not even about that. It's just everyone disagrees with you.
I know, and they're wrong, and that's okay.
I think you're wrong, though.
I'm not wrong,
I
though.
mean, everything you do suggests that you love movies. You went to film school.
Yeah,
Matt.
I love movies, man.
Yeah, but when you say something like that, it kind of do you really love movies, Matt?
I do. Yeah.
Highest paid actor, and you're saying he's not a movie star.
I've got my Terminator 2 4K right here, my Alien 4K, Goonies, and Pitch Black 4K sitting right
you
here.
talk about him.
Yeah, I got him.
But then
I
you
watch
say
him. I love
something
him.
like Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not a movie star.
He's not a movie star.
It just causes people to have this little bit of doubt.
I know. I get it because these are the people that grew up watching wrestling. So to them, The Rock is the key. The Rock is the star. The Rock is a fine
Women
actor.
like
I like
him too.
Women. Oh yeah, women love him.
And I think that kind of goes against what you're saying. I'm not saying he can act because chat's saying he can't. I'm not saying
I think he's funny. I like him quite a bit. I will go see a Rock movie 100%. What I'm saying is if you look at anything outside of the franchises he's in right now, he's joining into the DCEU as Black Adam. So he's coming in many years in to that one to start part of that to join in. He's a joiner.
What about the movies with Kevin Hart? Those are like him and Kevin Hart go together really well.
Okay, so
right?
we've got Central Intelligence, Jumanji 1 and Jumanji 2.
I don't know what I just know whenever I've seen him and Kevin Hart together, like in an interview,
they're funny in interviews. I didn't think Central Intelligence was that good of a movie. And the Jumanji movies I haven't seen. But if you look at the box office for Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle did nearly $1 billion, $970 million, right? Coming in from 2017, right after the release of The Last Jedi. This last one, the second chapter or the second whatever it was, That one only did 670 million, complete with the same cast. And it did $300 million less. There is a low rate of return on The Rock's movies in the longevity, where and he doesn't have a franchise to call his own. This is why he jumps around to everything he jumps around to. He's able to bring some panache to it. He brings a lot of style to it, and people know his name, but he's kind of a job whore. He is. If you think about it.
But he stars in movies.
How many movies is he in where he's actually the star versus being part of an ensemble?
He stars in them. If you were an extra, you'd be like, I starred in that movie.
No. My old roommate used to do that shit. No. Fuck, I hated that shit.
You made a movie where you strangled a fat guy with
I did, yeah. And I can say that I was in that movie.
Garbage bag.
That's very true. I suffocated him. He hated
You're not
that
a movie
too.
star, though.
No, I'm not. No one's seen that movie. Although you can by going to iso-themovie.com. It's terrible, right?
Well, I saw that bit where you were like choking the dude.
Oh, you saw the ending to the movie. You saw the climax.
Is there
of
a
the film.
whole movie?
There's a whole movie. ISO.
I have one more thing that reminded me.
Okay.
What is funnier, Andy Worski's aim gun thing? You know, the stay back, or Boogie's gun thing?
The Boogies thing is no. I think aim is iconic. It's classic. You know what I mean? It's like it's peak IBS. It will always be there. Boogie didn't have a catchphrase. He was like, I don't want to kill you. Like that doesn't sell T-shirts. You know what I mean?
Did he keep calling him Buddy or something?
Yeah, he kept calling him like, I don't want to kill you, Sam. I mean, or Carl, whatever his name was. Like, I don't know. He said two names.
Sam.
He said Sam first, and then he said another C name or something. You know, if he would have been like, aim, or stay the fuck back, it would have been funnier.
He shot a bullet he just shot a bullet into the air. That's irresponsible as fuck.
Yeah, it is very irresponsible. I'm just going to quickly post this here. Okay, so, all right. So people in the chat, if you want to see my shitty movie, there's the link. iso-themovie.com. You can go watch it right now.
It's got its own URL.
I got its own URL. Yep, it's on there. You guys can go see it.
Anyway, I know you gotta go, Matt. Can you get me unshadow banned?
You should be. I'll take a look to see. I will go through the banned person list. I cleared it myself, but I'll go double check it all tonight before I go to bed. You'll be
It was
fine.
fun talking to you, Matt.
You too, dude. You too. Thanks for calling in, Murder. Murdered her. Have a good one. All right. Have a good one, buddy. Okay. All right. Foul. Super fucking quick, dude. I know you've been waiting a while, but super fucking quick. What's your 2 cents?
Really quick. When you got swatted,
yeah,
and people questioned you on that, they questioned your authenticity. What was your reaction to them questioning it?
I said, why would I do it? And then I played them the audio.
You provided proof. You didn't just go like, why didn't you call me? You should have called me.
Yeah, no, that's true.
You asked me, and I would have told you that I was telling the truth.
Yeah, no, people brought it up, and even people I've known in personal life fucking thought I made it up too. So,
I thought the story was authentic until he came on here and he had nothing to back up anything he said, and he just wanted to be the victim. He wanted you to make him the victim.
Yeah, I got that a bit, which is why I was okay letting him talk. I figured if he was upset, he could get it out of his system and we could talk about it. He still hasn't blocked me. Let me double check this here. Has he blocked me? He has not blocked me or unfollowed me. So, we'll have to see how it goes. I like Boogie. I just have questions about all this shit. So that there's that. But we'll see where it all takes us. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'll let you get going, but that's my take on it. I believed him up until he started talking today.
All right. Well, thank you very much for calling on in, dude. We'll talk again soon, all right?
All right, later.
All right, have a good one, man. Okay. Kira, come on. All right, let's go real quick. What's your thoughts?
Hey, Matt. Man, it's nice to hear from you again. It's been a little while. But anyways, let me just get right to it, dude.
All right.
First off, what the hell is Daniel's problem? I mean, you've
Who,
already...
Keem?
Yeah, Keem. Well, yeah, Keem.
Oh,
but yes,
he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me.
Well,
that's how it is.
Well, that's the thing that I don't understand is that, you've admitted and owned up to all the, screw ups that you've done in the past. Why do these guys have to be so petty and have to hold a grudge all of this time?
Because if they can hold a grudge against, if they can use it as a way to discount anything I've said, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole purpose of it. It's all about being able to swing in and go, you have criticism, but here comes that butt boulder, and then like knock it down. That's what they're trying to do, but it's not going to work because I don't care.
Oh, so the whole boulder thing is just basically a cudgel against you.
Yeah, that's why I turned it into Boulder Talk Radio. I mean, you know, that's why the whole thing is there. Like, you know, I even have I'll show this here for the chat. There's even t-shirts that are made. I'm not selling them yet, but there's t-shirts that are made.
And you know, when I saw this, I thought like, what is this, Santa Claus?
Yeah, I like, dude, that dude is that guy looks like the most buff Santa Claus ever. But those are t-shirts that exist. You know, so it is what it is. People are going to try to deflect any way they can.
Yeah,
and
it's so fucking petty to me, man. I like, you know, just get the fuck over yourselves already. Like, why are these people, you know, constantly badgering you about what was it, 10, 13, you said? Flagging videos? I mean,
yeah, it was yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. I give a shit.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, but you know, I mean, there's way worse things that we've talked about before, you know, sex tapes, you know, almost getting somebody arrested in Miami.
Yeah, or shot in Miami too.
Yeah, or shot, you know, or, you know, using drugs. I mean, good Lord, you know, the list goes on and on.
Well, it's been you know, it's been a fun couple years, and quite frankly, I don't know.
I think you come up on top, honestly, because, you know, the thing is that maybe you're a little bit too normie, but, you know, you have nothing that's like really that degenerate under your belt. Oh, 13 flags.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, I mean, I'm a pretty normie dude, and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't mind. When I was younger, I wanted to be super fucking edgier. You know, I want to be, you know, and I get what Boogie was saying about that. But the thing is, I don't mind being edgy now. I just want it to have a point. You know, I don't want to sit there. If I have to drop a specific word, I want there to be a very good reason for me to do it.
Right.
But I'm not going to run in fear from it. You know what I mean? That's
Absolutely.
the thing. Is like, you know, like what Murder Dirt just came in. He's like, oh, what's it like being under, you know, Boogie's gun? And I'm like, smells like lavender. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Just make a joke about the situation because it's fucking funny. And then you can laugh about it and you move on with your fucking day. And that's really what this whole thing boils down to.
Yeah, we're just trying to have fun at the end of the day here.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, it's not, we don't take things too seriously. Okay, you know, I know you need to pee, but I'm just going to ask one small question.
All right.
How do you feel about steel books?
I like steel books. I just don't buy as many of them anymore. I need to. It really. I'm going to get the Back to the Future 4K steelbook set from Best Buy. That's got like they make an image of the DeLorean when you spread them out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It looks fucking sick, dude. It looks fucking sick. I can't wait. It's like that's next month. I think I made enough in super chats tonight to be able to afford it, so I'm very happy with that.
Okay, yeah, that's the thing, you know, because I was listening to Worski and, you know, AIDS Moby the other day, and they were like, oh, well, why do you buy Blu-rays and all this other stuff? And I was like, because I actually have a hobby and I like those things.
Yeah,
sorry.
I like Blu-rays. I think they're good to own, man. I like having physical media. I like digital media too, but there's something about having it tangible in your hand.
Well,
you know?
right, exactly, man. You know, like, do you like Arrow Video at all?
Yeah, I'm just getting into them. So yeah, I have the pitch black 4K. But I mean, hey man, we can keep this conversation going. I gotta keep it moving. I know
another time. For
I know.
day.
I'll do a you know, we'll do this kind of conversation over on $3, and then we'll be able to talk about it more over there.
Absolutely,
with a crowd that gives a shit. Because I don't think people here are gonna give a shit after 3.5 hours about talking about 4K.
Man. I just, you know, it's been like a week and a half, and that was on my mind.
Sure, man. No, it's all good. You can always DM me on Twitter too. We can talk about it there as well.
Sure, man. Thanks.
All right. Thanks a lot, Kira. Have a good one, buddy.
You too.
All right. Hey, PO, man.
Hey, dude.
I'm gonna have you bring it home. I gotta fucking go to the bathroom so goddamn bad.
You got a pee-pee?
I got a pee-pee so bad. Yeah,
I've been shitposting about this whole thing. It's all an advertisement for Storyfire. I hope people realize. It's all an advertisement. There's nothing else to it. I'm sorry for just barging in here, but I wrote down, I have a yellow note about everything that is wrong about the situation.
You and your notes, god damn it. All
Why
right,
would Frank and Boogie send footage to Keemstar when they could release this footage themselves and get a lot of attention for it? That is like a big question. Why also can we see Frank Castle outside Boogie's door with with another camera view, but when Boogie actually fires the gun, we can't see him anymore. We can't see it from that
who
angle.
was the camera guy who took the picture of Frank on Boogie's yard? Is that what you're wanting to know? Who took the picture?
No,
of
no,
Frank?
no, no,
Oh.
no. No. If you see the video, there's a footage from Boogie's house. He has a camera set up outside of his door. But when he opens that door and shoots the gun into the air, which is alleged, which is fake, by the way, we don't see that footage because it's a lie. It's all fucking, it's fake. It's just an ad for Storyfire. If that was real, we would have seen Boogie fucking stand there with his gun like, "Get back, Sam! Bam, bam, bam! Get back, Sam!" But that didn't happen. Like, all we see is him, he takes his phone and he puts it down. So you see like just a black screen, and then we're supposed to believe the audio from then on.
He put it
is real.
in his pocket. He put it in his pocket. So
it is so fake.
That's
Matt,
the thing.
It is so fake. And then we have only one source of this story. It's Storyfire on Keemstar's channel. Please, they planned this shit out. It's all fake. It's an advertisement for Storyfire. And also, if you see like the Twitter video Keemstar had where he's like recording his speaker, and you can hear Boogie say like, "I'm gonna kill you, Frank," and then he like switches the camera to his face, and he's like, "Oh, guys, I cannot share this interview because Boogie goes crazy, guys, and I don't want to share it for his own protection. It's too edgy. I might share it on Storyfire because it's the edgy platform, but I don't think I will because I care too much about Boogie." The first part of that whole video was him recording Boogie threatening to kill Frank Castle. It is fake as fuck, dude. It is so fake. Dude.
I see your schizo theory. And I mean, look, to be fair, you know, before Boogie came on, I mean, there's 240 people watching right now. Thank you all very much, by the way. Hate watchers or whatever. I really appreciate it. I had 60 people in here, right? Because you know, these streams, they don't get a lot of people coming when I do it.
I saw it, dude. Yeah, like 660 people in here. Giving Air Colossal is crazy. Bo Blacks, everything. And I was like,
Eight Thoughts was in here. Fucking, I saw a lot of people. Yeah, man. But the thing is, it wouldn't, here's the thing. My questioning was very mild. It was very mild. So to warrant and to elicit the response that it got, because if you notice, Keem never denied anything when he came on. If you listen, he never actually denied anything. He just tried to call me not a journalist. Boogie denied, but Keem never denied.
So the thing with Boogie is that he just said, "How dare you not believe me at my word?" That was his argument. How dare you not believe me at my word? And at that point, no, man, no, this is so fake. They probably shared the money threefold. They probably got like, it's probably an ad campaign by Storyfire, and they've all got like a huge payday. Don't believe this crap. Don't believe it.
How does Storyfire work? I have no idea. I literally have no fucking idea how that works.
It's like they're trying to replace YouTube, I think, and they're
Okay.
well, Keemstar's hot take now is that Storyfire is for edgy content. It's for the edgy content you can't show on YouTube, which is a lie. Like, you could show that stuff, that whole video, you could show it on YouTube, no problem. But again, it's an ad. It's all an ad. It was all planned out. It was all meant to look to make Storyfire look good. It's nothing else. People say people are kind of like focusing on the wrong details here. I focus in on how did Keemstar react to this whole thing? How is it that Keemstar kind of got the footage in the first place? Why is every interaction after Boogie opens the door just a black screen when we can clearly see Frank Castle outside his front door from an outside camera perspective? Did Boogie supposedly edit out his own part in that video where he's holding the gun and threatening Frank Castle? No. Obviously not, because it just didn't happen. Once that phone went face down, or he put it in his pocket or whatever, it was all acting from there. And they added like a fake sound effect shot. They added fake gunshot sounds and everything.
Yeah, people are now saying that the gunshot didn't sound like a gunshot, like there was Foleyed in or something. Because I mean, I'd have to go back and listen to it again. It does seem like there might be, it's like it seemed very mute, right? It seemed, because it was in a, if you think about it, like looking at the, oh my God, we're going to get into the skits. I got to fucking, God damn it. All right. So let's bring up the fucking thing. Okay. So here we go. Here we go. This is what we know right now. Okay. This is what we know. All right. Fuck you, Phantom, you piece of shit. So here's what we know. Right. So there's the ring camera right here to the left, and that's projecting a wide, a fisheye angle view, which gives us the full shot of everything. Boogie's got his phone in his pocket, but the guy behind him holding the dog isn't recording. So that's something I find to be kind of fascinating.
Yes.
There's also, look at all the brick here, right? The brick would echo the fuck out of a gunshot. It would echo the fuck out of a gunshot. So you've got that as well. And then you've got Frank with the GoPro, and he's clearly able to pull this image, but where's the video?
And it's the dog in the background too. Is
the dog
being
yeah.
held?
So the guy,
Did the
the
dog
guy
whimper or yell after the gunshot?
I did not hear that. No,
me neither.
The sound actually goes. The sound actually goes kind of dead.
Start eating like ow, ow, ow. If they start hearing a gunshot, I would suspect that would happen because it's so loud.
It does seem
everything
that way,
is wrong about this. Everything, it's all fucking fake. God damn it! I hate all the memes I see about this. They already won. Like, that's the sad part. They won, because too many people have believed it, and the memes are too good. Like, Storyfire is going to get like a huge audience now. It doesn't even matter, but I just want to inform everyone, come on. It is so obviously fake. Like, I've been joking about this all day after I heard about it. I was just like, hello guys, my name is Keemstar. I have this really edgy, hot story I want to tell you all about, but it's only on Storyfire trademark. Only on Storyfire trademark. That's the only place you can find it. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Sure, bro.
I mean, everything about it. Like I said, this is why I'm asking the questions real quick, because I know it's been brought up before. This is probably my favorite meme from everything.
Yes, look at that.
And I know that 8 Speech apparently is the one who made it, and he wanted me to show it. So there we go. That was really funny. Grab Your Koch says, why didn't they go after Rekieta for asking the same thing to over 4,000 people? Probably because I think I'm a little bit, because I mean, well, no, Boogie's been on Rekieta, hasn't he? And Rekieta talks about Boogie, and you figure that would be a much bigger audience, but apparently the small 60, the 60 person stream is a better target, I guess. I don't know.
I think the reason why is because they tried to hoodwink you into believing it, and so that you could continue like telling the story as they want it to be told. While Rekieta, they think probably Rekieta is too clever and will see through it and like call them out on their bullshit. I think that is. I'm sorry, but I think that is why. Honestly,
no, I get it. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I can see grift when I see a grift.
Smart.
So I think
you BTFO'd that midget man, the small midget man. Oh, what is it called again? B something. Beta.
Beardson.
Beta Beardson. Yeah, you fucking pound him. Very epic.
I don't know who any of these people are, so tonight's been a night of education for me. Not everyone knows.
Well, he's shorter
everything.
than Ethan Ralph. Just to let you know, like that's why he's so angry.
Okay, so well, that's a shame. There's a platform shoes for that. You can always wear really thick-soled boots.
Yeah.
So, but all right, guys, I think on that note, I have got to get the fuck to bed. It is almost 2 a.m. here, and I am in literal fucking pain. Because I gotta pee.
Have a nice pee.
I'm gonna go pee. Again, thank you everyone for coming on tonight. Thank you, Boogie. Thank you, Keem. It was a fun conversation. If you guys like this, do me a solid. Try to get me to the positive on the fucking likes. We're approximately
subscribe and click the bell button, guys.
Fuck that.
Keep
shit.
donating.
You
want to be notified when a Boulder Talk radio goes live.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh my God. Tonight was fun. Thank you guys very much. Oh man. All right, guys. Peace the fuck out, and I'll see y'all later.